Hey everyone. So I'm live here at this residential case here in Indiana, and we are getting ready to interview the homeowners. We're going to do interview about 4 people, and then we are going to begin this investigation. I have Kayla and Sean Austin here with me, so I'm going to come in here, turn this around.
I'm ready to go live, so.
I'm ready when you are. Yep. Ready when you are. No rush.
Just give me a minute before we start here.
You're fine.
Just give me a second.
Everybody's jumping on. So, hey everyone. And say hi to Kayla. Hi. Hey, if you're not already, go follow her on
Dayton Haunted Explorers.
Dayton Haunted Explorers. I'm sorry, girlfriend. I'm going to get that one day.
She calls me everything but me.
Dayton Haunted Explorers.
He calls me Ghost Girls. Sean does. I'm like,
all
That's you
screw up
all the
everybody.
time.
he's like Mandy from Ghost
She's like, I
Girls.
don't know who to follow.
Hi, Cindy. Hey, Cindy Davis.
Just gonna let's get some people in here first. Just letting you know before we get started.
Hi, Greg.
Yeah.
How's everybody doing tonight? What's up? Hi, Veronica. Hi, everyone. Hello, Kim. Kim, I'll be live on TikTok later on tonight. So I'm going to be doing half and half, guys. And Sean's getting set up too. He's going to be live
Yeah,
on
just went live.
a couple social medias here. Hello, Steve. Hi, everyone.
Do you want to maybe stand here so
Yeah.
she can only?
Oh, yeah. So she's
You're not
not
supposed to
looking
know
at
that. I'm
Yeah.
not going to know where to actually look.
Hey,
What's
everyone.
real in.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that, honestly.
Oh, sorry, my suitcase.
Sorry. This your suitcase?
I call it a suitcase. I can just set it over here.
That's the tiny suitcase.
Hi, everyone.
When I was in your bedroom for the first time, I felt the pain right center.
Yeah, he did.
Feeling it in my chest, like.
Anxiety. There's a lot of anxiety here. Hello, Pam, Kim, Steve Hoist. Hello.
Yes, it is now. It does. Hey, Brent. Guys, we're at a residential home here in Indiana. This family's been experiencing some eerie, dark stuff potentially, and we are here to find out what's going on here, what's here, why it's here, and how to proceed on hopefully trying to help this family displace whatever may be on the property ultimately. Just a heads up, thank you guys as always on TikTok for tapping on the screen. Appreciate you sharing this out. To anyone that may want to watch, this is a residential investigation. So we're going to interview the family here. So they were nice enough to let us come into their home and film this and tell their story about what they've been experiencing. And then we're going to start investigating actually inside the house as well in the backyard, because there's some story that is taking place right in the area of their backyard as well that sounds like it could be connected to some of the stuff they're experiencing in their home. So thank you guys for all being here, and we're going to get this started right now. So do you want to just, by the way, thank you for letting us come.
Yeah,
into the
thank you.
home.
Hey, thank you guys for coming. Seriously. Like,
Yeah.
I can't thank you enough.
Do you want to just get this knocked off from the beginning, how this all began once you guys moved in here, and what was the first paranormal experience that you you noticed in here? Was it when you started renovating, or?
Oh, it was from the moment we stepped foot on this property. I know after we bought the house, before we moved in here, we worked on this house for 3 months straight, sealing the floor, wall to wall, redoing this house. The first experience I had was with my oldest son, hearing some things moving around, sounding like furniture. There was other experiences I've had, and Raymond as well, where, you know, neither the other one wouldn't be here, and then we would think the other one's here, like hearing doors opening, closing, things moving, just calling out, but the other one's not here. We're either at work, at the store, somewhere else. There's another experience I had where he thought it would be funny to jump out around corners at me this particular day. I didn't know he was asleep or went in the bedroom to go to sleep. I was in the shower. I came out. I started to walk down the hallway, and I see 2 feet go in front of my fish tank in my living room, and it disappeared into the closet. And I yelled out, "Ha ha, Raymond, like you're not funny." But when I go look, he's not there. I start calling his name. He's not answering. I go look in the bedroom, and he's asleep.
Now, just to step back here for a moment, you had actually told me before that you felt like there was almost like a subconscious draw to this house when you first came to the property. Want to tell me about that?
Before I even stepped foot on the property, the realtor had sent me this listing for this house. I can't explain it. I was drawn to this house. It's like the house called to me. It spoke to me. I know it sounds weird, but it spoke to me. Like I knew I was meant to be here. And then ever since we came, it's just been back to back for almost 6 years now. I mean, it's been nonstop since we've lived here.
So, as you started to have some of this activity happen to you, when did it start spreading to your husband and your kids that were living here?
Almost immediately. It was all of us.
Were you starting to have the nightmares first, and then it kind of progressed from there to other people?
Yes.
Can you tell us about some of those nightmares that you were having?
You want me to start with the one I just recently had?
Whatever you want to talk about.
The most recent one, I was in my room. The first 2 nights, I kind of blew it off because I didn't know if I thought I was maybe in that, like, in between sleep. I'm not awake, I'm not really asleep, I'm like in that REM state. But I felt myself moving in the bed. Kind of blew it off, like, yeah. 3rd night comes. Whew, sorry. It was about 3:11 in the morning. I get up and I go to the bathroom. I go back in my room. I watch maybe 10, 15 more minutes TV, and I shut the TV off. After you shut the TV off, there's still ambient light. I closed my eyes. Within minutes, I felt myself moving in that bed again. I knew I wasn't dreaming. I knew I wasn't asleep. And I literally felt it enter my body. And it took complete control of me. I couldn't move. I couldn't talk. When I was able to open my eyes, I'll never forget what I saw. It was very black. Looked like it had pointy ears. You could still see through it, but it was really dark. And it moved so fast. And it was almost like it was matrixing as it moved. Freaked me out. Like, I've never been scared of the paranormal, ever. That scared me.
Is that the first time you ever experienced sleep paralysis where you couldn't move?
Yes. That scared me.
Now, did you see this thing again as you would have sleep paralysis again, or was it kind of just I felt paralyzed and it would just continue to happen?
I mean, from start to finish, it probably lasted 20 minutes. But I've never experienced something like that, ever.
Did you hear any growling or anything?
Not at that time, but there have been other times where I have experienced growling in the house. Smelling putrid smells.
Where did you hear the growls first?
The little bedroom. The room that everybody's terrified of.
With the closet?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay,
Nobody
and
likes
the
those.
smells as well in that room?
I've smelled it in there, and I've also smelled it in our bedroom.
So let's get into you started having these experiences in this home, and then you moved into this neighborhood, and you wanted to find out if someone else was aware of something that may have taken place in the property.
I
So
knew
you-
something happened.
So you went to the neighbor, and let's delve into that a little bit.
So I did research on the house because I've seen this little boy. My children were experiencing him. Raymond experienced him. We was talking to the neighbor one day, and he had mentioned that he had lived here since the neighborhood had been built. So I was like, ooh, then you're gonna know what happened. What happened in that house? My neighbor turned white as a ghost. He was like, how do you know that? You shouldn't know that. But then he told me about a young boy that was 15 years old that lived here with his family, and he hung himself with an extension cord from my backyard from a tree.
Now, in this moment, how did you feel? Did that really hit you like a?
It still makes me emotional, especially hearing why the boy took his life. Like, I don't want to go into details about that on live, but it affects me very, very deeply.
In that moment, did you feel almost like vindicated because maybe there's some sort of connection there? Did you feel in that moment that there's something truly connected to what that boy tragically experienced, that what you experienced in home, or?
I feel whatever's here influenced him to take his life, yes. And there have been other suicides in this neighborhood. Oh,
It's okay.
sorry. Other people have taken their life in this neighborhood, and we're talking about a neighborhood that's literally 2 blocks. It's not a very big area.
Now, you talked about a really sad story too, that basically you had a friend come here for Thanksgiving, and then, an hour or two after, same thing, this man decided to leave this planet in a very tragic way.
2 years ago, our friend was here for Thanksgiving. He left our home. He seemed perfectly fine. He went home and he ended his life
Yeah.
within an hour or 2.
And then you found out about another one. Now, this neighborhood stretches out just for about a couple of blocks, right?
2 blocks.
And then you found out about another child that
Yes.
did the same thing. Now, how old was that child, the third one?
I'm not sure how old he was. I know it happened about 3 years ago. And the gentleman that took his life was the one that helped cut the boy from the rafters in the basement.
Wow. That's pretty
Man.
interesting.
And my neighbor, the one that said he had been here for a while, he's the one that cut the boy from the tree in my backyard.
Oh, man.
So now your children, you were experiencing stuff, and obviously your husband, but your children, did they start to come to you with some of the things? I know that some of those back rooms that your one son said that he was experiencing, he felt like he was being watched while he was asleep, and
Yes.
did they come to you?
Yes.
Because you had obviously mentioned to them, and obviously they would start to mention these things to you.
Well, they were coming to me, but yes. Every time they've experienced something, they've come to me. Like my 2 younger children would come to me and say, hey, so-and-so's trying to play with me, but I don't want to play. So I would just tell them, if you don't want to play, just tell them you don't want to play. I know my youngest son, in the room with the closet that no one likes, he would always complain of his legs hurting, lots of headaches, didn't want to be in there in the dark, to the point where he started sleeping in another room with his siblings because he did not want to be in that room at all. At all.
Now,
And that's what they're doing now, right? They're both in one room
Mhm.
together.
yeah, I mean, for their age, I mean, that's.
That is, yeah, we're
17 and what?
20.
17 and 20.
I mean, they're not little,
Yeah.
so.
There, yeah.
So I know that the one child doesn't live here; he lives with the other, the father. There was a spirit coming to that child and saying, "Come play with me." Do we know anything about the characterization of what that spirit was, or her name, or anything?
I believe it was possibly Matt, but I can't say for sure. Because in all honesty, I feel there's more than one here.
Right.
I feel there's more than one here.
Now, you've also had other paranormal investigators come here, correct?
Yes.
Do you think the activity picked up more after they were done investigating, or was it about the same?
It's been about the same ever since we lived here.
So it didn't really like increase anything. But someone got scratched.
Yes.
Yeah, tell us about the team that came here and what they experienced.
So
And was that the first team that came here?
yes, it was my cousin.
Okay.
He's in this world too. So I asked him, hey, can you come with all your equipment and let's investigate my house? Because I wanted to get to the bottom of what is happening in my home. Again, same room with the closet. We were in there. Our names were called several times. His back was facing the closet. His camera shut off. And then he got scratched. And there was 3 big, long scratches down his back.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a picture of that we can show them?
I need my phone. And he has came and investigated a couple times, but he refuses to come back. Like he will
Yeah.
not come back to my house.
Now, did he ever complain about like feeling like something was attached to him after that? Or did he have any experiences when he went back home? He did, didn't he?
Yeah,
Oh boy.
I think that's why he won't come back.
So before he came to investigate, the scratch was on the most recent time he was here, right? The last time?
Was it the first or second time he was here, Raymond? I think it was the second time.
Yeah,
he
it was the
here.
second time.
So he did come back after that. But he had been to your house before the actual
Just to give
investigating?
you an idea, that's the mark that showed up on this person while they investigated here. Really quick, guys.
Yeah.
Okay. So I know that your
Did you guys
sons
see
had
that?
told us before that they made a dare, and your oldest one went into that same room, and that he had said that he saw some sort of shadow in the closet, and he got spooked. He left, and now he just came back home recently, right?
Yes.
But they've kind of like backed away from them, and they kind of aim towards you again. It kind of goes back and forth,
Yes.
but they won't go anywhere near that specific room.
None of us like that room. None of us.
Okay. Is there actually, you did do some research on the property. Can you tell us a little bit about the history and what this place was before the house stood here?
Go back to the email, sorry.
You're fine.
Oh, I should have had that pulled up.
I'll show that to you guys again.
You were saying it's some sort of farm property, right?
Yes. So it used to be a farm. The first owner of this property was back in 1835 to 1850 by John Owen. 1850 to 1866 was a lady named Elizabeth Owen Spray. 1866 to 1891, it was Jonathan Branson. 1891 to 1943 was Laura Branson Matten, or Mattern. 1943 to 1948, Allison and Martha Manley. 1948 to 1959, Mary Newman Poland. 1959 to 1965, Roy and Sarah Halliburton. 1965 to 1969, this is when this addition was built, called Medallion Meadows. 1969 to 1972, it was pretty much a home mortgage company. 1972 to 1980, Great Fidelity Life Insurance Company owned here. 1980, Terry Pettigo. 1980 to 1987, Richard and Deborah Burks. 1987 to 2003.
That was when, was it the family that?
Yeah, I don't want
Right,
to say their
yeah.
name.
No.
2003, another real estate company,
Well, obviously from here, we probably don't need to hear, but I mean, it
and
was
then pretty
basically,
much me.
it was a farm property before, and then there was a scattered, a diversified amount of people that lived here throughout.
Yes, and this where this house sits, it actually used to be a cornfield.
Do you know of any battles that would have took place here?
No battles.
Nothing, huh?
No battles. No
Any-
Indians. No battles.
So before this was developed, it was really only a handful of families. It sounds like because there were a lot of the same names and stuff, so it kind of been passed over.
From what the lady at the library told me, this land belonged in the same family for over
chest
150
hurts.
years.
Okay.
Is there anything else that sticks out to you that you want to mention? Because I know you've obviously been here for 6 years. Anything that you think is prevalent to help us with this investigation?
I mean, things get thrown, lights turn on and off, TVs turn on and off. Lots of headaches, lots of heaviness. Feel very uncomfortable in my own home, and your home is supposed to be your sanctuary, and I don't feel this is my sanctuary.
Yeah, we did see the video about the light turning on by itself.
Yeah.
Actually, you want to show that footage?
Yeah,
Let's show
yeah.
that for the viewers as well. Again, guys, thank you so much. If you're in this live, share it out to anyone that want to watch. Thank you for clicking, tapping the screen. If you're new, definitely give it a follow here. We're trying to help this family and uncover what's going on here, paranormally speaking. And after we're interviewing a bunch of the people who've had experiences here, we're going to begin our investigation live here on our live streams.
Okay. My screen's not very big, guys, so.
Just turn it, if you can turn
Can
it
you
sideways.
do it sideways? Will it get bigger?
No, it gets smaller.
Okay, then
Okay, so me and Raymond are in our living room.
What I'm going to
Asleep
do
on the
is just try to
couch.
make it easy for everyone.
Just zoom in on that lamp part.
Exactly. Is it playing?
Just come over there.
There we go. If you watch, guys, no one's in this room. And let's just make sure everyone can see it. Oh, it just went dark.
Uh-oh.
You want to just hold it up like right here so people can see it. All right, there you go. Do you guys see right here? If you raise it up just a little bit more. Down to the left. Right there. We're staring at the lamp, guys, to see what happens because the light turns on by itself. And what time is this at?
I don't know, without being able to look at my phone, I know it was early in the morning.
Okay,
Yeah.
no worries. But it was late in the morning. You guys were sleeping.
Yes. Is it playing?
there
Yep,
it goes.
It just went on by itself.
Yep.
So this happened while everyone was sleeping, guys, and this is one of the things she was just explaining what she was having go on here, such as lights turning on, like TVs turn on by themselves. And,
TVs turn on.
now I know your husband's got some stories. We're going to talk to him probably next. He's had some stuff thrown around as well. All right.
I mean, I could keep going, but yeah, there's been a lot. It's a lot.
Okay.
All right. So,
Raymond,
Christy,
take the throne, baby.
will you show me that picture of that star?
All right, man. Well, thank you as well for letting us come to your home.
Welcome.
Let's, we really want to be able to try to figure out what's going on here.
There you
Same
have it.
thing, like from the beginning, it obviously was your wife that started to experience stuff here first. When was it when you started to take notice of something weird and strange going on here?
Well, I mean, as soon as we bought the house, we bought it and started renovation on it, and I'd spend from daylight to dark working over here. And I would hear it would sound like she came in the front door, like the front door was opening and closing. I actually heard her one time say my name, but she wasn't here. She was at work.
That happens inside the house,
Yeah, that happened inside the house.
Is
I
there
was
a-
actually working here in the kitchen.
right here in the kitchen.
And I was kind of over in this area working, and you can't see the front door from here. Well, I heard front door open and shut. It literally sounded like it opened and shut as clear as day. And I get up, go look, because she didn't come in here, and I'm like, okay, that was weird, So I kind of blew it off, went back to my work. It was on a different day. I was over here working. I was working in the back bedroom, and I could have sworn I heard her yell my name, like she was looking for me, wondering what location I was at in the house. She was nowhere to be found. And then after we moved in, like I've had night terrors, feels like I've been fighting everybody in my sleep every night.
Your wife's actually caught you like punching the air like in sleep, right?
Yes, she has woke me up and asked me what's going on because I am throwing swings like I'm in a boxing match or a fight with somebody.
Now that never used to happen, right?
I've never had an issue like that before until we moved into this house. I've never slept like that. I've always been, a sound sleeper,
Mm-hmm.
Sleep real good. But I've never had, things experienced like I have since we've lived here.
Well, even an indication of that lamp turning on video, you can see him fidgeting on the couch. His hands are moving, your feet, your legs and stuff are kind of
Right?
jerking around.
It's
Something
just
might have been
nonstop.
bothering him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
before
it's
the
been-
light came on.
It's been nonstop, feeling like that, and, just hearing noises. One day I was walking out of the bedroom, and we got what I call the big, I forget what weight or they're a couple pounds, the big candles sitting on a dresser. I walk out of the bedroom and I hear this big thump in the bedroom, and I'm like, what was that? So I go back in there and I'm looking, and at first I don't realize where that noise came from, and then I look over and it's 8 feet from the dresser, laying on the floor in front of my little nightstand, one of the big candles that sits on the dresser, on the big dresser, and it's like, there's nothing in there, no fan or nothing that can push that heavy candle and throw it like that. There was no, and that was like a big, goosebump. I'm getting out of this room right now. I don't know what the hell just happened kind of deal.
Now you also had something in the room that we've been talking about, that small room with the closet. Your son's experienced stuff. That's where someone got scratched. That's all that stuff's been going on. These strange smells. You said you had some sort of footage that you guys discovered. The motion sensor went off in that room.
Yes, it was on camera. Like there was at the time, the room was being used by one of the kids, which they didn't want to be in there anyway. But they wasn't in there. Nobody was in there, and the motion camera went off. And then when you start watching the camera to see what happened, you can see there was no fan, no air conditioner, nothing in there going. But like a section of the clothes in the closet, it's clear as day, like there was a breeze
Swaying,
going through
like
there, almost
moving.
like if you had them hanging on the clothesline outside.
Mm.
And there was nothing in there logically that could have made it happen. I went in there. There was no explanation for it. So it was another one of those, that just gives you these feelings, and you just want to walk out of that room and don't even want to know what you're dealing with at that point, because it's just like, wow.
Now, have you ever seen this thing like your wife has, or have you ever seen anything visually speaking?
Not visually while I'm awake, but like I do remember a lot of these night terrors I have. It's almost like a full-figured person, but there's no face, there's no color, there's no distinctive feature that I can call out. I can't say they got long hair, short hair. They're wearing a t-shirt or a tux. There's no distinctive.
So it didn't look human. Or
No
I mean, it had a
characteristics, like no
human.
detail.
It had the human figure, but it would have no human face.
Was it one solid color?
Yeah, pretty much. I can remember. At some points it'd be just pretty much a pitch black, and at other times it'd almost be like a transparent black where you could almost see through it.
Okay.
So it's
But
always like
you-
it's like a shadowy silhouette of a person.
Pretty much, yes.
Okay.
At different levels, the darkness, and then it's just. It's the same thing when my dreams. I don't remember what I was fighting about most of the time. She'd wake me up. Hey, you're having one of them dreams again. You're throwing punches. You're throwing haymakers while you're asleep, and she gets scared because what if I swing the wrong way and pop her on accident? It's scary because you can accidentally hurt somebody you don't want to hurt, and not knowing you did it.
Mm-hmm.
So, but there's been a lot of noises, a lot of just. Like I'm very anal about where I put my stuff, especially my tools, things like that. At one time, I used to have to keep my tools stored in the house before we got a bigger shed. Like I'd put my stuff up. A couple days later, I'd go look for a certain screwdriver or it wouldn't be there. But then I'd find it somehow when I was working on this kitchen area one time, I had a bunch of tools in here. Somehow, had nothing to do with the bathroom. They were in the bathroom on the top shelf. I don't remember putting them there.
Almost like they don't want you, because you guys have been remodeling.
We've changed almost everything in this house from ceiling to floor.
Do you,
Cabinets, walls, nothing looks like it did when we originally bought the house. And then when I started tearing up some of this and some of the original cabinets, because this house was built in 80 or 81, I forget exactly. but like it still had some of the old wood flooring that us older generation remember from the 70s, you know, that tile looked like brick, you know, cheap
I know what
laminate
you're
stuff.
talking
You know what I mean? And like you tear stuff up and change it, and then like things will pick up noises, activities, sounds.
Did you feel
For a
like they were
while.
trying to stop you from continuing by hiding your tools, moving them?
I think so. I mean, it's like, why are you messing with what I'm comfortable with?
Yeah.
Didn't you
You know.
say prior to about your dreams, you felt as if like you were in someone else's space? You kind of had that feeling, even though it wasn't said to you. Kind of had that feeling.
Yeah, because it'd be told like, you know, I do remember a few times, like in some of the dreams I've had, being like, you guys don't need to be here, you know, don't want you here. And it's like, you know, I'm fighting back saying, hey, we're here, we're taking care of things, you know, leave us alone, you know, just, it's aggravating. I mean, because we're not trying to hurt anybody or take away what people used to have, you know,
Mm-hmm.
even if their spirits around or not, but, you know, we want to live comfortably too.
Of course, you need to be.
So, you know, and I actually will talk about that out loud, you know, if something is filling out of place, or if I feel there's something, you know, watching me, or when I'm doing something, I'm just like, hey, buddy, you know, I'm just trying to make this look better so it can last another 50 years,
Yeah.
you know, so it'll be here a lot longer. You know what I mean? I'm trying to help us all out here. And it's almost like it don't help. They still aggravate, poke, prod, and you know, there's been times, you know, like going back to the sleep thing, I'd wake up feeling like somebody's just sitting there just poking the shit out of me in my chest. And it's like,
Sounds like they're aggravating you,
that's I
wanting
don't
to
know.
like upset you, you know?
Right. And
Have you ever smelled any of those weird smells too, like some of them?
I've smelled some weird smells in here that shouldn't have been there, you know.
Explain what that smells like.
I mean, like one of them, I've had that sulfur smell when I've walked in the door, and I'm like, you know, it ain't 4th of July. We ain't got fireworks setting
Mhm.
around. We ain't set a bunch outside. Kind of like after you put out a wood fire smell, campfire smell, you know, and it's kind of sitting there smoldering a little bit. I've smelt that, so it's made me, you know, go open like the fuse box and look, you know, there ain't
So
no.
you're smelling that inside the house.
Yeah, I've smelled it inside the house. And, you know, and it's, you know, hope something ain't wrong with the electrical box, you know, or an outlet in one of the bedrooms. But there's no distinctive place to, like, when you smell it, say if you're sitting in here and you smell it, it's like it's faint, you can walk around and it don't get, you know, I've never noticed it get stronger, so you can't, like, track it down.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like when you smell something weird, it's throughout the whole house.
Now, do you feel like since talking about us coming here to investigate, do you feel like anything has increased?
Well, I don't know how to put it. Like I said earlier, they used to mess with me a lot, almost on a nightly basis. I don't know what I did, what I said, but they have left me alone for a while.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a few months since I've had a bad nightmare, since I've been woke up in the middle of the night from, you know, feeling like, you know, I just got out of a fight or something, and, you know, just.
But ironically,
then-
you had said that since your wife started to talk to us about coming,
As soon as she had her incident and started talking to you guys, it's like they've messed with me several times, you know, since then. So over the past, you know, what, month now that.
About a month and a half, yeah.
Yeah, so, you know, 4 or 5 times at least, and it's like, I'd go 6 months and, you know, they messed with me. And then now all of a sudden it's back to, you know, here I am waking up 3 or 4 times during the middle of the night, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, you know, like just, and there's times I'd wake up like I feel like I've been up for a while, but you know, wake up from a dead sleep and you don't feel like you drank a pot of coffee and, you know, you're ready to go on with your day. But it's just like, yeah, ever since it started with her, it's picked back up on me again since she's contacted you all.
That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
is there anything else that sticks out to you that you want to mention that you haven't yet?
I mean, she covered a lot of the bases, and, you know, I mean, that's my experience.
Mimicking kids.
Oh,
Oh.
the mimicking the kids,
You
yeah.
experienced that too?
I didn't know I forgot she didn't say that. Yeah, I've heard it too, because me and her both heard it, because we were sitting one day and we thought little Bill was, you know, yelled, one of her kids yelled mom, and we're like, what does he want? You know, why don't he just walk in here and see, you know, say something to us. Well, walk in there and be like, you just yelled for your mom? No. It's like, are you kidding me? You know, so we've heard, you know, the kids like say mom or whatever, and they would swear that they didn't. So, you know, it's like you wanna believe them because of everything else that you see around here, but yet, you know,
Mhm.
one of them things you still want to debunk it and say, all right, they're just messing with us, but you know, it's so
And mimicking has been a lot lately. Like,
yeah, and they used to not do the mimicking part. It was just pretty much, you know, the sounds, you know, like except for when I would think she come in and called my name a few times, you know, when I was in here working when we first bought the house. Trying to think here, because there's just, you know, over the past 6 years, it's just, there's been quite a bit. Like when I was working on the house, I'd have a little radio setting on, that's almost the same layout, but just different style, different wall and stuff. But had a little radio set up there, a little music playing some days when I'm over here working. Like the radio would shut off, so I think it'd blow a fuse. So I'd go check the fuse box, come back in here, hit no trip breaker, come back here, hit the power, radio turns on, it'd work the rest of the day. Radio was perfectly fine. You know, never had an issue with it before, you know, I brought it over here and plugged it in so I could have a little music some days. And so,
All right. Well, we thank you for giving us a little more of a tidbit. All of this can help us guide us in our investigation tonight, so we can try to figure out what is happening, why it's here, and hopefully how to displace its deviant self off the property. Who wants to speak next? Just to give a heads up, guys, we are interviewing everyone who've had experiences here. As soon as we're done, we are going to be live here and keeping the streams going while we investigate and see what kind of evidence we get to figure out what may be here and why. So appreciate everyone tapping on the screen. Appreciate the shares out. If you're new, definitely give it a follow. And we're going to continue with a couple more interviews here to talk about their experiences here at the home. Okay, so what were you again?
Stacy.
Stacy, okay. Yeah, Stacy, so you want to give us a little gist of what you've had experience at this location, this house?
So they were talking about the mimicking the kids' voices and everything. We normally do Saturday night game night over here and everything, and we would be in here in the kitchen and with the kids sometimes, and sometimes just the four of us adults with my husband. And I went to the restroom one night, and the kids were in here, and so was Christy and Ray and my husband. And I went to the bathroom, and I heard, "Hey, Mom," and I'm like, "Your mom's in the kitchen. You were just in there," and I thought it was one of the kids, and come out here, and everyone's still out here, and I was in the bathroom. So, you know, mimicking is been a couple times. I've heard it with them. I've heard it with just by myself. So yeah, the mimicking is really been
Where all have you heard it? You
in
said?
the bathroom.
So
Okay.
that hallway where all those rooms back there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in the
Okay.
bathroom, in the hallway, and
Okay.
when we were sitting in the living room as well. So I've heard it with them, and I've heard it alone.
Okay.
So I've heard it in not only their middle son, and I've heard it in their oldest son's voice. So, you know, it's been both their voices. I haven't heard it in their youngest ones, but I've heard it in both the older.
And that's
two.
pretty interesting because obviously you're a friend. You come over here to have something like that with the family experiencing that's pretty unique to have.
Yeah.
Something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, I mean,
that's not something that's normal.
But I
that
mean,
I've seen.
we're here a lot. I mean, we're here every week, at least once, maybe twice a week, you know. So the other things is, you know, when I've come over here the past couple of weeks, she's been pretty active in that room with the closet, and she's been cleaning out a lot of stuff in there, and I've had the smells.
The
you know,
putrid smell?
the putrid smells.
Is it
and-
sulfur like or is it something else?
I've smelled the sulfur like, but I smelled other things that just
Like what?
trigger me to the cemeteries that I've been to, you know, where I've experienced some bad stuff. And it's
Does it
just
smell like, just to give it an idea, what's the closest thing that it smells
almost smells like dead bodies.
Okay.
Almost.
Yeah, I just wanted to
It
confirm.
really smells really really bad.
Like rotten flush.
Yeah, like rotten flesh to me. It's given me very eerie feelings when I get close to the house. I feel like a heavy weight on my body when I get close to the house. Like when we pull right up to close to this road, my body feels like a
We all
heavy-
experienced
that.
Yeah.
something.
yeah.
yeah.
As soon as you
The
get here.
second you
Yeah.
put 1 foot in the gravel
Yeah.
in the driveway, it's like.
Yeah.
And I get a lot of migraines when I get over here too.
No,
So
when you leave though, how do you feel?
the weight lifts.
You feel perfectly fine.
The weight lifts when I leave.
Okay. And you
So-
don't live in this development, right?
No,
You
I don't live.
okay.
I live about 10 minutes away.
Okay.
So yeah, the weight lifts.
Okay.
You know, so it's a lot. You know, so it's when you're here you feel heavy, but
Mhm.
weight lifts when I leave. I mean, I've had the migraines when I come in here. You know, we've had the light. I was here one day when
You
the light-
witnessed it?
not that
Oh, a
night.
different
No,
time.
there was a different time that
Oh.
it kind of flickered. It was like it was going off, but then it kind of kicked back on real quick.
Mhm.
Like, but it was that light doesn't go on very easy. So, so we've had a couple experiences with that and stuff. So, and then, my husband lived in that bedroom for a while, and so did my daughter. So, they've been residents of this house. So,
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So obviously, yeah, she's had some experience.
oh yeah, she's had some experience.
How long did you? So it was just her and.
Yeah, my husband and I was apart at the time. So, but yeah, my daughter and
She slept here.
yeah, my daughter stayed here for a while.
How
and,
long? was that for?
Probably about 4 months.
Okay.
And then, yeah, she was here for about 4 months. So she had some experiences here, and then, so she had quite a few. And then I was just sitting back there and had some major pressure in the back of my neck while I was sitting back there. Like it felt like somebody was seriously pushing on the back of my neck.
Right now, as you were
Earlier?
waiting, you were talking.
Oh.
Right.
Well,
right,
I was
right.
feeling that
right,
and my
right.
chest was hurting. It's
Yeah.
not hurting now, but I
Yeah.
was feeling
Right
it
as
when
Ray
he
was
was sitting
talking.
in front of me. I'm like,
Yeah,
oh my
right as
God.
Ray was talking, I had the pressure pushing right there on my neck. So,
Interesting.
Did you ever have anything happen to you after you left here and you went home? Like
No.
Nothing. It kind of just subsides once you leave.
yeah, it kind of subsides once I leave and stuff. So, I mean, I don't really have anything after we leave here.
All right.
So,
Anything else that you could think of?
not that I can think of. I mean, offhand, I can think of.
Okay. Where's your daughter?
She's right there.
Step right up to the plate.
She's so tall. I wish I
She's
had-
so tall.
Basketball player.
No, soccer.
Soccer.
Ah.
Nice. All right.
My daughter's
Soccer,
tall like
volleyball.
that. She played basketball.
Nice,
Crazy.
nice. Yeah, what's your
Look down
name?
at you.
Leanne.
Leanne. All right. So actually, I think we just discovered that you lived here yourself for a handful of months.
I moved in with Christy and Ray with my dog that I had at the time, which is actually one of the puppies from one of their litters. Him and I stayed in that bedroom before, like, I was aware of some of the stuff that had happened in this house. But once I moved in, I was kind of informed a little bit more. They normally have a camera in there, but with me living here, for privacy of me, we disconnected it. But I had with my pit bull, he would growl at the closet quite a bit.
That's
Like,
interesting because they
Yeah.
don't have any pets here. And
Yeah.
there's people even asking in the chat here, like, "Oh, what about the animals?" I'm like, "There's no animals here," but you actually had a dog here while you were living.
yeah.
Well, you do have dogs,
Yeah, they
actually.
do have
Yeah,
dogs.
Yeah,
but
you do have dogs.
Yeah, I
that's
think
what I thought.
6.
Oh,
but they have.
You
I
have
think
dogs.
you did put them somewhere.
Yes, I
Due
got
to us
'em- I got 'em
investigating.
safe outside in the barn.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
because us
do
investigating.
the dogs? Did they ever react to things?
They have had reactions, especially in our bedroom.
Okay.
We've had them several times, like stand on the edge of the bed or like even on the floor and
Just
back-
look off.
If you walk in there and then look to your left, that far back corner,
Yeah.
it would like they'd almost be
Following something.
fixated
Yeah.
and stare at that corner. They wouldn't really growl or bark or go crazy, but it's almost like if I walk in there and I'm standing in front of them, and they're just staring at me, like waiting for a reaction out of me.
Yeah.
So they have showed, but they've never gotten rowdy about things.
Okay, so your dog, Leanne, actually started to growl at the closet.
Yeah, I don't remember if it was Ray or Christy that heard him. but one of them heard him ask me if everything was okay, and I was like, yeah, he's growling at the closet, and that's when Christy kind of explained really what she has discovered. And I had a metal clothing rack that you get from like Walmart that you build up. I had my clothes actually hung on beside the closet, and I experienced my clothes moving like Ray did with the clothes in the actual closet. I've experienced seeing someone standing right outside of the closet, just a full black figure just standing.
Just like he described?
Yeah, exactly like he described.
How
Just
tall was it, do you think?
Probably taller than me.
Oh, wow.
I'm about 6'1", so
So
My daughter's not that tall.
probably. It almost looked like he would be almost as tall as the ceiling. Like it was a very
Jeez.
big figure, very tall, skinny. It was very scary. I've also witnessed a black. I don't even know how to explain it. I was laying in bed, about to go to sleep. Winchester hopped up, which was my dog, and he just felt like he had his mohawk, as they call it. His hair stood up, and then I opened my eyes, and I just saw a black mass over me.
Oh my gosh.
And there's been even times I would be in the shower, and I hear knocking on the bathroom door.
How many knocks?
It would always be in threes.
Threes.
Always
Okay.
threes. I always think it was Christy. I'd be like, yeah, what's up? Like, or one of the kids. And Christy would be like, she came in there a couple times and was like, are you okay? And I'm like, I thought you just knocked. And she's like, no. I said, she was sitting in the living room. I think Ray was at work whenever one of them happened, and it was just me and her here. I've even had my 1-year-old daughter looking at stuff, and like where she would turn and try and run away because she was scared in the living room.
Did you explain what she was seeing, or just?
She just like looked scared. She would point and then like turn away and try to run.
Now, when she would point, would it be up in the air or
Yeah,
would it be in a
up
corner?
Up in the corner, like
Up in the air in a corner?
Yeah,
Ceiling.
yeah, like up in the corners of the ceilings where we've seen like some figures, like even in their bedroom we've seen stuff. Experienced a lot of. I've heard footsteps up and down the hall. I've heard footsteps in the bedroom. And everyone would be dead asleep. Like her and I would be up watching whatever show she would put on. There was a lot she would watch, and we would both look at each other because we'd hear footsteps coming up and down the hall. And we're like, none of the kids are awake. There's no one here. The dog was laying on the couch with me, and the other ones were put away. And there was literally no one that could have even been awake because we'd be up until like 2-3 o'clock in the morning watching TV, and it would just be very distinct where we both could hear it. We both look at each other and be like, did you hear that? And it's one of those things that
So
we did.
Would you say, since you lived here too, would you say that you experience stuff more during the day, morning, or late at night? Or is this something that goes on and off of throughout the day?
Experience throughout the day. I was actually just standing over there and I was telling you guys were talking to Ray. I felt a pressure between my shoulder blades.
You both felt that.
Yes, I felt like someone was pushing between my shoulder blades and my shirt was moving under my sweatshirt. I felt like I just wanted to cry. And I was like, my eyes were starting to water. I just felt like a very overwhelming negative energy. Ever since I was little, I've always been able to like.
I was just going to ask you,
Yeah.
Consider yourself sensitive?
I do. My mom is sensitive. My sisters are sensitive. They've experienced stuff being in this house.
What kind of stuff have they experienced?
They've seen, like, one of my sisters, she's felt just a very bad presence when we get close to the house. You guys have experienced, I got a very bad migraine on my way over here.
I'm curious to know,
Yeah.
has anyone ever, I'm sure at some point y'all have been here by yourself. Have you ever got to the point where you had to leave because you couldn't be here by yourself? Like you terrified to, just
There's times I go to the bathroom in the middle of the night, and I swear it's like something's watching me or chases me down the hallway, where I will literally run from the bathroom door and run back to my room and slam that door. Like, I said, it's been a lot in this house.
Can you tell me about a time when someone was here by themselves and had an experience and had to either step outside or wait for another person to get here? Has something like that happened?
Was this say I was one
Have
of
you
them.
been in here by yourself?
Yeah, I was in here by myself. I don't know what they went to do. They had the kids with them. I was getting ready to leave for work, and I was so scared. Like, I ended up calling out of work that day. And I grabbed my dog. I left. I called her. I was like, I cannot be in the house. Like, I think it was, you guys went out to dinner or something. And it was a little bit later in the evening. It was probably about 6 o'clock. And I had to leave. I got my dog and I just left.
Did you feel like something was like trying to scare you, or just giving you that feeling like
I
it
think
didn't
so.
want you here?
It didn't want me here, trying to scare me, kind of a mix of both, honestly. It's been like, I've experienced stuff being away from the house, like after leaving here. She'll come over, or she'll come over and help us. Like, she helped us move, and like every time, like for some reason when they come anywhere close, like my head hurts.
So I'm wondering if something's following them wherever they go.
It feels like it. It feels like the same energy that's in the house. Like, we can be down the road at the gas station and I can feel something, like, and it's just overwhelming. Like, my body feels numb. It feels like I don't, like she said, she doesn't have control.
I don't think it's just one thing. I think it's a
It's a whole
handful
mixture of
different
things.
Now, I'm going to tell you what I got a flash vision when I came up into the driveway very, very, very quickly, and I saw a skeleton and someone said buried. So I didn't know, if that meant something was buried here on this land. And I'm going to tell you, the corner of the house in that direction, where that room where you guys are experiencing all that stuff, very quickly, I'm getting chills thinking about it. I saw this decrepit looking man, just angry and pointing to the corner of the house on the ground. And I don't know what that means now. I don't know, but maybe that's something else we can approach, as we're investigating.
Well, especially with this history going back so far as it did, within those few families, being farmland, it could be anything literally buried
Mm-hmm.
here. I mean, and it could just be lost, but
I just know something is very not right.
I can feel it outside the land. I feel like the land is very
Them.
connected
Oh,
to
yeah,
what's
they
going on
changed
here.
so much.
Because I can feel
It's
there's a lot of rage
it's
hanging
affecting
outside.
them.
It's very
in the
intense. It's a
backyard,
lot of
in the
intense.
front.
sicker and
Now, we did smell some sort of sewage smell in the front of the house. Now, I'm not saying it's paranormal or not, but we all smelled it.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. We smelled
I don't know.
something outside.
I've smelled
It like went
rotting
right by us, whatever that was.
Like,
we smelled it twice.
Yeah, it did smell like it kind
yeah,
of did smell like a rotten egg or something out there.
I was an EMT student. I've witnessed going into a place where there's been like bodies like that have been discovered that you have to go in and we have to go
Yeah.
in. And I actually went to one of the crime scenes and it was like a flash of what happened that day, and I just had that smell hit me. And I've smelled it.
You smelled it here.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like, I walked in
no.
one time and like I smelled it, and it gave me that flash of I was in EMT school about 5 years ago, I think 4 or 5 years ago. So like I've not thought about that until like I smelled that one scent.
That's kind of ties into what he's with this skeleton thing out there. Maybe something is out here buried and you're getting that smell, or it's tied to something not
Yeah,
human.
I still feel something messing with my shirt right now, and
I
like my
just-
sports bra. Like,
I just got a little tap at the back on my back.
I've had it a couple times since we
little
started.
tap right in my back right now.
I think
feel
we're all
like my neck,
experiencing
my back, like my shirt. I feel like something messing with my back
I
right
just
now.
feel like something's getting more
It's
antagonized that we're here right now.
mm-hmm.
That's what I'm getting right now. I can feel it kind of not, and I can feel the rage. It's just like, have you ever? I mean, I know that I spoke to you guys briefly, but like, do you ever all of a sudden just get really angry over something, or you ever get like something where it just kind of, not saying you guys fight with each other, but like, is there something where all of a sudden, wow, I don't know what just came over, I got really pissed off over
I'm
nothing.
pretty laid back and always have been, but I will say over the past couple of years here, I get like more irritable and more snappy about things.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't blow off the deep end, and start tearing stuff up or like cussing people, but I just get more aggravated and irritable about the littlest things.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. See, because if you're living in an environment that if I'm feeling that just being here for a couple of hours here, that I'm beginning to talk with all you guys, living in that environment will take its effect after a while. You will start to be affected by that. in different ways. Everyone will experience different things.
That's even like my fur babies. My fur babies. Our dogs. They're my world. They're like my kids. Flesh. I treat them like flesh and blood.
Mm-hmm.
But even with them, I get more irritable. They want to come up, start wanting attention. I'm just like, not right now.
Anxiety is heavy in
A
this
little
house.
bit later, I feel bad about I'm like, all right, come here, baby. I know you just wanted some love from daddy. Come here, and I'll give them. But it's like
You're just
Yeah, it's
agitated
just-
more.
more irritable and just like not as soft as I used to be, I guess. Some people want to say, oh, so you're getting older, you're getting crankier. No, I'm just. I've always been the same person, regardless of the situation, regardless of how bad something is around me. I try to find humor in the lighter side of things and move on.
And which is so good. You guys told me that like you've been in moments where you could get into a real serious argument, but you guys are able to take a step back and
Yes.
separate and reassess and
Yes.
really kind of calm yourselves down. So that's such a good thing because it can get like that. That's what it wants.
Yeah, and
That's
see,
what's going on here.
before this house where we used to live, if we had a disagreement on something, it wouldn't get heated.
Mm-hmm.
We wouldn't have heated arguments. It would be like, all right, we'd come to a compromise pretty much there on the spot. But now, especially for last couple of years, it's just almost like it's getting worse for us. If we don't agree on something, it takes days. Instead of just hours or minutes, it takes days,
Yeah.
sometimes even weeks.
Now
Couple
imagine
weeks
if you guys
later,
were even more of a strained relationship, and then it would go south immediately. And I think I've seen that on many other cases in resident families and stuff like that. So it's good that you guys do have a strong relationship. Otherwise, it could get a lot worse.
And I definitely don't want that. And I know when we were standing outside out back and talking, I told you, like, I used to be the super bubbly, happy, make jokes all the time type of person. Go, go, go. And now I don't feel like myself anymore. I'm not that always happy person. I feel drained all the time. I feel like
I can see it on your faces. You guys just seem so
It's-
drained.
Well,
Mhm.
both of them, even when we walk
Yeah.
in,
I just
They-
want to lay down and not get back up.
Yeah.
I mean, with
The
everything-
anxiety is
I
so
can go
bad
to
in this
sleep
house.
And wake up and feel like I haven't slept.
Same thing
I
you
don't
said.
feel like the same person I used to be.
What about when you're
before we moved in
outside?
this house.
What when you're not on the property? Do you
When I'm not
feel
on the property.
happier, bubble,
Yeah.
more
It's
bubbly, or
Well, that's the
you know?
reason why we make it a priority of whether provide. We live on the riverbank on the weekends and not be here. And we're totally different people. We go to our spots for our riverbank, night catfishing and stuff all weekend. It's so good, happy, smiling, joking, cracking. And it's like, honestly, I swear, it's like on the way home, it's like, man, I'm not ready to go back to that hellhole.
You're dreading
Even
it.
though it's our home or sanctuary.
That's pretty sad. That's
Yeah.
pretty
It
sad.
is. It
It's
is.
to be able to
Where
enjoy.
we go, it's a 2-hour drive to where we go fishing. And it's like, sometimes I'll make it a 4-hour drive to get back home because I'm just not ready to
It's
come
like
back
that
home.
feeling you gotta go back to work,
Yeah,
Have-
gotta
But
go,
I have to go back home.
gotta go back to adulting and
Where I
dealing with this
live.
house. And
Has anybody ever blessed or saged this house before?
it's been,
You did, right?
Yes.
Do you think it's made it worse for you, or did it lower the
I mean,
energy?
every time I've done it, it seems like it's better for a couple days, maybe a week, and then it's just right back.
Yeah.
Right back. That's another reason why I've called you guys, because I'm to a point now where I feel extremely helpless. I don't know what else to do. I've done everything in my power that I know how to do,
Mhm.
and nothing's worked.
Yeah.
Nothing's worked.
I know every time I talk to you, you're like that. It's like, I'm like, what's going on? What's happening now? You always just seem like you're down, depressed.
And that's not me. That's
Yeah.
not who I am.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel drained. I feel tired. There's been several times where I really considered, do I put my house up for sale and just walk away from it? But at the same time, like, I want to fight because this is my home. We have put so much time, money into this house to make it what it is for something to run me out.
Mhm.
I can't let it win.
That's the better way of
I
thinking.
can't let it win. Like, this is my home.
And I believe you guys are experiencing this for a reason. We all go through things in life. It doesn't have to be spiritual, but sometimes it is spiritual related. And I believe that we're there's a way to learn from all this.
I just got really busy.
Well, like I said, I've tried making peace with everything around us, everything that's happened, and stuff just seems to be messing with us, you know, especially when I'm doing upgrades or work on the house, you know, like I said, you know, I just try to ease their mind. So I don't know if it actually has to do, you know, like I say, I don't know if it actually has to do with the personal house itself, the land, something that came here where it shouldn't have came from.
Yeah.
But whatever it is, it's tearing us down.
Something
It's breaking us.
Well, I mean,
We're gonna do our
that's
best.
What we're gonna do tonight is that we're gonna try to uncover, you know, what responds to us and what kind of evidence leans towards our intuitive ability and our equipment, and that'll kind of show us how to proceed. I mean, you know, I'll either bless the home if I think it's, you know, just a human spirit, and if I do believe that we truly have an inhuman spirit that is on this property and playing around with games, which, I mean, the stuff that you guys are talking about is something that human spirits can't do. They cannot mimic voices of our loved ones. It's something I've experienced myself many times throughout the years. But if it is something that I do believe that is what we're dealing with, some sort of infestation, then I will plan to do like an exorcism ritual on the house, and I'll probably do it tomorrow. I don't want to do it the same night as the investigation. But you know, that's what we're going to do. We're going to gather evidence tonight and see what we come up with as you know we start that investigation.
Well, I know when I contacted Mindy, I was literally begging her.
Yeah, she was begging me,
I was literally begging her because I'm at my breaking point.
and I don't usually take on cases outside of Ohio, where I'm from. So I felt like I was like, okay, well, I'm going to help you. Let me reach out to my friend Sean here. You know, he's a demonologist. So now we're here, and so we're going to see what we can do for you.
And you know, it may not be an overnight kind of success story here. It may be a process, and that's why, you know, what we do, we don't charge for things like this because we really don't have a guarantee what's going to go on. It's not like I'm going into a house with a vacuum cleaner or a proton pack and throwing it into a, you know, taking it to a containment unit and saying, have a nice day. I could charge you $1 million for that. You know, we're here. This is, you know, what we do is try to help people, and it's a calling to do that. And, you know, whatever we need to do to keep that going and have the best chance for you guys to live peaceful in this house, you know,
That's all I want.
Yeah.
All
Just
right.
a quick question here. Did one of you guys say right a second ago? Like right or Ray? Negative.
No.
None of you.
So you just heard it?
I heard it, but I
You
didn't.
heard that?
Yeah, I didn't. I also just, as I was sitting here and you guys were talking, I just felt like I had to close my eyes because I just felt like a presence just come into my body where I just started like shaking really bad.
Yeah.
And
I have been feeling that like twitchiness
Like,
since the whole time I've been here.
Your whole body vibrates.
Yeah, you're vibrating.
I experienced that was like
That's
all
the
my
word.
feet were numb
That-
right now.
Yeah.
I
cannot
keep
feel my
thinking
feet,
it's
and
anxiety.
something's getting
felt-
attacked. I keep getting chills just sitting
I'm
here.
like I feel like something is like personally on my
There-
shirt's been messing. It's been messing. Been
I
messing
just-
with
I
this
just-
whole time.
I just heard
And I felt something
my
in
body.
neck.
My body, and that's crazy because we've been talking about the
Yeah.
anxiety, and then she said vibrating, and that's actually
Well, it is because
Yeah,
it's,
that's what I've been
started-
doing.
I
I
really wonder if
experience
someone's
that
buried
almost on a
under
daily
this house.
basis where my body literally I can feel
I
my
can't
body,
seem to
like,
stop it,
It
even when
is,
I'm outside on the property.
oh, it's like electric. I mean, you know.
It's like it's
Okay.
crazy.
Well,
Now imagine it living here and experiencing that
Yeah.
on a daily basis.
I'll be saging every day.
Do you have any other experiences that you haven't told us yet? Anything that stands out to you?
Oh, I did have a question. I'm sorry. When you were here, how long ago was that?
It
Recent?
was October of I think 21. I moved out.
Okay.
No, not 21. Sorry, 22. It was 2020. I was thinking of when I had my daughter. It was just the year prior.
So it's been a while.
It's been a little, almost 2 years since I moved out of here.
Okay.
But I mean, my daughter's father, has also experienced stuff in this house. He was not comfortable here at all. He didn't really like coming back. They can vouch for that. He did not like the environment. Like I said, my daughter's seen stuff. She can't really talk to me. She can't really talk. She's a bunch of gibberish right now, but
Right.
I can tell when something's wrong with her. There's been like just sitting here, like I felt something like, I don't know if it like scratched my neck or just like went down my neck, but it just gave me like chills straight down my spine.
Did you feel like you're being touched, or? Did you
Yeah, I feel like I'm being touched. Like I'm feeling stuff around like my like bra line, like my shirt's being pulled, like down at the bottom, like moved around. And that's just sitting here when I was standing over there.
Or has they brushed your hair yet? Like
I-
it likes to do me too.
I felt my hair being touched too.
I feel like there
I
might
have
be
little
some
baby
sort of
hairs that are,
Native
like,
American connection here.
with-
That's why
I'm-
I wondered if there was a battle or something that took place
I
here.
I don't know, because we were just at a really crazy place last night too. So, but I don't know. I feel like I don't. We'll just have to see. Is there anything else that sticks out to you? So you come here basically every week with your mom, right?
No, I haven't. I just recently started coming back. There was some falling out that just recently got resolved, and I just started coming back recently. And it's just been that recent thing where it's like my head just hurts. Like I feel like my body just goes numb. Like I said, my vision just went black when you guys were talking. And I had to close my eyes and just sit there for a second, and then my body started shaking really bad, and I'm like, okay, I have anxiety,
Yep,
but
pulse
like, that was
feeling.
like not like my anxiety attacks that I normally
You
have.
feel like you were losing control there for a moment? or-
Yeah, I definitely did. It didn't feel like I couldn't like see straight. And I have my glasses on, like I couldn't see anything.
Have you felt this significantly come over you like that all the time that you've come here since living here up
Not
to this point, or just today? Do you think that this
just like today was like the worst I've experienced. The other one was when I had the mass over me while I was laying in the bed and trying to go to sleep, and my dog freaked out. But other than that,
like, have you ever blacked out like that before? Do you feel like you're gonna lose consciousness?
I think one other time during my pregnancy, like I felt like I was attacked when I was pregnant. But I don't know, like I was dealing with iron issues. I don't know if that's what like I found out farther down the road, but it was to the point I actually almost did fall because I did black out. I got that headache, and then there was so much pressure that my vision just went black, and I just don't remember what happened.
Okay.
So it's I just don't know how to describe like really what I'm feeling right now. It's just it's not good. Like I feel negative. And I can read off of my mom's body language, and I can see that she's feeling the negative. I can see that Chrissy's feeling it. Like I just don't feel like comfortable. Like it's like one of those things. Like I just want to go. Like I feel like it's a lot worse than I've really ever experienced.
Really?
So someone else just heard in the chat. I just heard right now in a raspy voice.
That's what it sounded like. Right or Ray, or it was like
Just heard that.
well, he was back here, and it sounded like it had like that's what you heard.
Yeah,
You heard it.
Yeah, I did. And I've also heard the growling too, and throughout the house.
It didn't sound like growling to me per se, but it was definitely like a raspy man deep voice. Like,
Yeah, and I mean, and that's how I know it's not Ray because he doesn't have like that really deep raspy voice at all. He has more of like this really welcoming voice, and it just kind of sounded like, I guess, like an older man that smoked cigarettes all of his life kind of thing. I know that because my grandpa was that kind of person. And it's just, like I can feel like when my grandpa's around, and I feel like the positive energy, but like right now I don't feel him at all. Like he's always with me. I always know he's there. But like right now, it's just like I feel nothing but negative. Like,
Yeah,
I
it's
feel
just anger and rage.
that exactly.
We're gonna find
Something
out.
feels threatened.
Yeah.
It's like my whole spine, like it's just I feel pressure down my spine.
Yeah.
Well, I do think let's go ahead and get this wrapped up because I would like you to go outside.
Yeah, we're gonna.
This is what I think we should do. Let's get them all out of the house. Let's have the three of us in here, and then maybe we'll pull in people because you've lived here before. I think we need to see how they interact.
Kind of one at a time.
Yeah, or we just play it around.
Yeah.
Maybe just
Just-
kind of play by ear, see what happens. Let's
Dude, I feel like someone is like trying to squeeze my head off right now.
That's how I felt like that too.
A lot of pressure. Like somebody is just like literally like this, just squeezing my head.
I felt like I was like my head's in a vice, like or a few minutes ago.
Mhm.
And a
I-
similar thing, yeah.
I have massive headaches all the time. Migraines, like it's every day. every day.
Oh, I don't know how you couldn't.
And I have the migraine
I'm getting
medicine, but I never.
chills. You know what? I know why it's building up to is because we're about to open up the veil and we're about to communicate with this stuff. And
Pay attention
I
to
still
the-
keep vibrating over
Pay
there like that.
attention to temperature differences
Oh, we will.
and where they happen in the home.
We will. Definitely.
I didn't tell you where because I want to see what y'all pick up. Pay attention
well,
to
thank you
that.
guys. We're gonna get set up here and do a little investigation.
Can
Figure
we
out
start
what.
shutting off lights?
Yeah. Is it okay to turn off the lights, you think, now? Is everybody good?
I mean,
I'm
I'll
just
just
gonna go to
leave
the
that
bathroom real
room, but I'll
quick.
start.
Okay. Well, we can turn on some devices too while he's using the restroom, or
Well, this
We'll
Leave
run-
that-
you
leave
wanna-
that light on for a second.
yeah, he's gonna have.
I'm gonna put this down. We're gonna set up.
Leave that on for right
A
now.
couple of minutes. If you're new, definitely give me a follow into the paranormal.
Look at this
Thank you
thing
for being
turning on.
here. Share this
Just
out.
turn
to
this
anyone
on.
who might wanna watch. I'm also live
Yeah.
on
Do
YouTube
you have
as well.
a battery in it?
The link from my TikTok profile.
The
I think
actual
so.
War.
Yeah, I think so.
Um, we're gonna try to
It
figure
was
out what's
on
going on
earlier.
here. There's definitely something here. There's definitely some sort of
Hey
eerie
everyone, we're
presence
getting
here.
ready
I
to get
don't
started.
really like the fact that we're here tonight, so we're gonna find out
Where's the
what's going
night
on
vision
here.
on that?
Just give me a
Should I
second.
have it?
I think maybe start with a couple of EVPs or something. So I'll be right back. Just give me a second.
I don't know that it does.
All right, the switch for this light is right here.
Okay.
Hey everyone, we're getting started. Just kind of wanted to give you guys a rundown of what's going on here, hearing everybody's stories.
Mandy, I don't know. I don't think this
I don't
does.
know where the night vision is on
It's
that.
got like a black and white, but.
Yeah, that might be the night vision. Here, I'll turn off this light real quick. He ain't got his night vision on yet, so it's
Yeah.
sweet. So I'm wondering if we should open that door and I set this camera like, you know.
I don't know. I just want to cover everything. I mean,
I
it's
know,
like, where do you
it's
live,
literally-
you know?
Is there one in that? Is there something in the bedroom? Camera in the bedroom.
Back there?
Yeah.
No, not yet. You can put it in there.
Let's-
I want to put. I was in the
Oh,
bathroom.
look, it shut off.
Oh, shit.
What the gosh is
Big
up
nut.
with this?
The
You know, that's weird.
I have
camera
a
don't
small
wanna stay on.
camera that I could put back there.
Now it turned on.
But
Oh.
it was just on, but it turned off.
Yes,
It won't stay
that is
on.
crazy. That'll be messing with our
What's going on?
equipment. Hey, Jenny, I see you, sister.
Battery isn't working. Great.
My camera off and on.
All right, guys, just heads up. I'm here with Mandy from Ghosts.
Ghost
Yeah,
Sisters.
you got it right, dude. I'm about to say Ghost Girls.
Go girl.
Ghost Girls and Kayla from Dayton Home Explorers. We just interviewed the family and some friends that have been here. Some crazy, eerie stories. Some
It won't
history
stay
of
on?
the property, some tragedies, and definitely been picking up stuff. But we're about to begin this investigation and figure out, hopefully, what the heck is here and what it's tied to. Again, thank you guys for tapping on the screen. Appreciate sharing this out to anyone who might want to watch. We're going to be engaging whatever is here in a few moments.
Hmm.
1 second.
So it says I can't record on that setting. All right, guys. Hey, everyone. Gonna turn this around. We're gonna get started.
I need to go. I don't have the
Is that weird?
cord for that.
It won't let me record in that setting, the black and white.
Hello?
Says I can't.
Are you going to be filming or are you filming?
Oh my gosh.
I need to get the power cord. That's the worst thing.
We can, yeah, $1,000. I'm thinking we do EVP first. Just to
Oh my
sort of-
god, the amount of talking in here is insane. You guys hearing that?
The energy was just picking up.
I just keep, I'm like vibrating. I know that sounds weird saying I'm vibrating, but it's
No,
the
but I think
anxiety.
it is.
It's like
It's
a
the energy,
pulse,
just
like a pulsing. Yeah, I can't catch it.
And I
a
would
break
ask
from
her,
it.
too, if she knows Charlie. I was getting like Charlie a lot, but the
Yeah,
bathroom-
I'm
the
picking
bathroom's
up on
very-
some crazy
very-
stuff.
Very spooky in there.
So my brainwave, guys, me and Kayla turned it on earlier, and it's not turning on
It did
completely.
not wave our brain.
It did not. We did not get it to. Yeah, we didn't get a brainwave with it because the indicator light wouldn't turn on, and we switched out the batteries. And I used it twice. I've already used it on TikTok Live, and I did a
Yeah.
live on Facebook. No issues. And I get here to turn it on. It won't. We
Don't
can't.
wanna work.
We can't get it to. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah,
I mean-
I want to get a lot of pictures.
And my camera don't want to stay on, so
Let me make sure mine are on too.
we're struggling. We are on the struggle bus with these
Literally.
cameras. Yeah, this one doesn't want to. It's saying it won't record, and it's just giving me an issue. I ain't got time to fold this.
What do you think, starting here and the TV room over here?
Yeah. I say we get some stuff and start in that living room because that's where that light was turning on and off. And we'll just kind of work our way through. Okay,
I had to
so
run out and get the laptop cord before we
Okay.
start.
Also got
Did
the-
you guys want to set anything out too? Like,
Yeah, I'm gonna set
what all did you?
I got a REM pod, I got an EMF detector,
I think
temperature
you should-
change.
I think you should REM pod like every room. I don't know how
Yeah, I want to put one in this hallway real quick. Yeah.
That way we can kind of pinpoint where it's coming from.
The fudge? I'm hearing shit. Please tell me my batteries ain't dead already. Everything goes dead. There we go. We're good. All right, guys.
All right, you guys ready?
She's going to go out and grab a laptop. I'm just going to set this right down here.
Yeah, good idea.
And I'm going to set Bubby right next to that.
I just got out here, my head just getting pressure like she was just experiencing.
Yeah.
I got it out here right now.
Okay.
You see it looking at me with snarly teeth? That's kind of funny. That's exactly what I was seeing.
Oh God, I hope I don't get no images of snarly teeth. Join the party. I don't know, but I kind of felt like earlier when we first got here, like something was like just brushing my arm a little bit, like a static electricity feeling. Okay, you guys. Got our little mascot here. Mascot. The mascot, Bubby.
I pick up that could be potentially connected. I'm going to announce it out loud, but also try to use some of the devices and things that we've all been picking up to talk about.
Okay.
To take us in that direction. Yes, I'm live on YouTube. If you click the Instagram button on my TikTok, I'm also live on YouTube as well. You can watch both and go back and forth.
Okay, let me grab my ink box. Let's see. That's empty. Sorry, guys.
Do you feel like something's agitated and not happy here? They've lived here for 6 years. It used to be a farm property. There was a very terrible tragedy that took place in the backyard from a 15-year-old boy that took a extension cord, I believe, and tied it around a tree. You get my drift on what happened. Very terrible. There was somebody else that was a friend of theirs that went to Thanksgiving dinner here, and like an hour or two later, he decided to leave this planet too on his own, out of nowhere. There's been 3 people that have done that in this neighborhood that's only 2 blocks long. So it makes you wonder, is it the land? Is there some sort of connection, correlation with all this?
What the?
Sure. But
We're gonna find out. Are we good to sit on the furniture, she say?
no, I don't think.
Okay.
I think she's saying no.
Man, there's something about this room.
I'm pretty sure it's a little bit everywhere in this house.
Yeah, the whole house.
It's just certain areas, like her main bedroom.
That bedroom is heavy.
What do you got? You got that on right now?
Yep, the ink box.
You want to use that first?
We can see if anything will come through and
All right.
turn on some more devices and So if there's anyone here, I have this device right here that you can use to manipulate the words. You can speak to us through it if anyone's here. I don't know where I should set this. There's so much electrical things here with this being an EMF.
I wouldn't even try to use
Yeah,
it.
that's why I'm like, this is not going to be good right now. Just shut it off right now.
Yeah, we can't sit on the couch, I believe, because they had leaking here.
Yeah.
in the ceiling.
Yep, they had some water damage that's being worked on. So,
So I'm speaking whatever entity or entities that reside on this property. Who are you and why are you here? If you don't mean anybody harm, we offer to try to help you. But if you mean the people that live here harm, then that's a different story. Can you please tell us what's going on here?
we have some devices too that you can also use to communicate with us. I have a device in the hallway there that if you go towards it and wave your, there it is, as soon as I start talking about it. Exactly what I wanted you to do. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I was going to say, is that camera on?
Yes, it's on.
Backside view. Okay, something's around that. Can you do it again?
Are you a friendly spirit? Can you touch that device on the floor in the hallway? Okay.
It's confirmation because I heard someone say yes and no right before.
Are you the boy that tragically lost his life on this property? Can you touch that device in the hallway? Are you somebody else? Are you another spirit from this property? Do you need help? Touch the device on the floor. You hear a whistle?
Also,
That's coming through the ink box.
Is that something normally that happens?
Sometimes you will get stuff like that with that ink box.
Is there something here that wants us out of here? Can you touch the device? If you're a friendly spirit, we appreciate you guiding us and telling us what's here so we can try to help you as well and the people that live here. Is there something evil here with us? Can you touch that device on the floor in the hallway? Don't be frightened. Keep getting chills, man.
I keep getting this image of an older lady, maybe in her late 60s, with like brown hair. She like a reddish brown color for some reason, and really short curly hair. But I feel like there was angry. Ooh, more talking about this woman. I feel a lot of hostile
There's a
between
lot of anger.
this couple that was here. That's what I feel. I feel somebody was kind of almost like abusive.
yeah.
Is there a body buried on this property somewhere? Can you touch the device and make it go off? Is there something buried under this property? Someone's remains or something of that effect?
Is it an animal?
I keep hearing something about tobacco.
Well, that could be a Native American reference.
Yeah, I was gonna.
There's-
I was even gonna talk about doing an offering with it for them. Don't let me forget that. Is it an object?
Are you afraid to tell us information? Certain things here. Can you make the device go off? probably gonna do a little religious provocation at some point.
If you want me to shut that off since nothing's coming through it right now, we
Yeah,
can.
We can do EVP.
Okay. All right, we'll turn this. Get in your backside.
Closer to it, like right here, please.
Do you guys think we should turn off the kitchen light or anything?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Ooh. All right. It's almost like something else just walked over there. Are you able to light that device up again if there is something non-human here? Something malevolent? If there is something here like that, can you please light that device up again?
Whatever negative presence is here, I command you in the name and authority of Jesus Christ of Nazareth, who died on the cross, to make a sign of your presence and manifest somehow tonight while we're here. Who are you and why are you here? Did you just hear a little girl's voice?
Huh. Is there a little girl here?
Is there something buried on this property? We're going to have a little bit of the water here. First time, so let's listen back. If you guys have headphones, it's the best way to listen back at home or listen to EVPs in case it's I feel like a woman saying help.
I hear a woman faintly. I heard help me.
Feels like help. Said yep.
I heard yep. I heard in the distance, I heard someone say yep.
Yeah. Yep.
And it sounds like a
Where's
woman.
It's a woman.
I heard
it
it.
real
Yep.
time, yeah.
And that just validates because I heard a little girl. I heard a little girl's voice
I
like
just
in my
thought it
ear.
was weird. It was a woman that was answering for that. You know?
But is it though? What
That's
if it's,
right. We don't know.
you know?
Wait.
I heard get out.
Get
I'm.
out.
I heard
Says
it.
Get out.
Get out. What freaking?
That's definitely get out.
Whew. Well,
You guys all hear that? Get out?
yeah. Did you guys hear that? Hey everyone, sorry if I'm not reading all your comments, but I'll keep checking in. Did you guys
Get
hear
out.
that? What's being said on this recorder? Hello, Cindy. Sean and I will be making it to Cooper Hill. I'll be contacting you here soon.
There's a whisper there.
That does sound like a whisper.
Yup. Sounds like a man saying yup.
Telling you, I'm hearing help.
Listen. Yup. Right there.
I really
It's
feel
hard
like
to do an EVP out here.
the fish tanks and stuff. Yeah. Do you guys want to
Yeah, I
maybe
think we should make our way down the hallway.
down this hallway and see? Do you got another device on Spirit Box too that you guys want to try out?
Yeah, I have a bunch of things in my pocket. Should we let's just get in this
Let's just go into the bad room. So this is the bad room.
room.
That's the closet.
Another fish tank in here, just a heads
Yeah,
up.
Yeah.
another more water.
Yeah.
Whew, damn.
So if there's something evil that likes to hide in this closet, in the name and authority of Jesus Christ of Nazareth, we command you to make a sign of your presence. Move something. Throw something off a counter. Bang on the wall. If you don't like us being here, make a loud noise in this room right now.
Thought I heard something very faint, like I don't even know what it was.
That's why I have to do religious provocation for evil spirits, with the hope of forcing it out, because they don't want to be seen.
I'm wondering if
I really
we
just got tapped on my head.
should we try an EVP burst in here,
It's just
or
hard because the
with
fish
that.
tank. It's really humming. I'm gonna try that app that we've been playing with. We got some interesting stuff here. Again, guys, thank you for tapping on the screen. Appreciate the shares out. If you're new, definitely give me a follow. We're here at home in Indiana, where our family's experiencing some unsettling paranormal activity, and we're investigating
Yes, Cindy.
to get evidence to figure
It
out
is.
what's going on here and how to proceed, either blessing the home or doing an exorcism ritual in the house if it's an inhuman spirit that's haunting this home.
The owner of Cooper Hill, she's watching the live.
yes. If you don't want us to bless this home and clear out any negativity, make a loud noise in this room. Tell us how that makes you feel. Did you hear a little girl again?
I
heard
didn't
a little
hear.
girl just yell help. Audible in my own ears. I don't know if it's mocking, to be honest with you. Are you trying to disguise your voice like you do with the family? Mimic voices? Of course, you take the innocence of a child to try to use that to manipulate us.
You hear something? What was that?
What'd you hear? Like a humming?
I don't know, someone was just, there's people. So it just came out of this room right here too, which would have been the boys' room.
I keep getting the old couple
I do too.
being really mean. The guy's
Really?
very mean.
Yeah.
It's a farmer.
Use this device to communicate with
You
us.
said it's a farmer? That's what I get too, the same thing. Old man.
The old man.
Same exact thing. Andy, go stand in the hallway by yourself for a second.
You want me to?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just see what you feel.
Oh shit. Let's see here.
Who's the spirit that scratched somebody in this room?
No flashlight, cheater.
Nobody can see on my live if I don't have it. All right, guys. It's creepy out here. Sorry, guys. I don't have no other lighting for you guys to see. They want me to be out here in the dark. Shit. Oh, hell no.
What happened?
Something knocked.
I told you, that's what I heard when I first opened the door.
I heard it like, I don't know if it came, it was like a one knock. It was like,
Yes, one. Like that.
that's what I
Which door
heard.
did it come from?
It sounds
I
like
don't-
over here.
I don't know
like
if it was
close.
behind me or
I
I'm
thought
thinking it was back here.
I thought it was that door. Because when I was standing out here, I kept seeing a face pop out of here.
It sounded like it was either this door or that door. Or it could have been the
I don't
damn
even
wall.
know.
It's not like
something
the
was
wall.
just touching me. Presence.
That freaked me
I
out.
literally just said I felt like someone was touching me on my wrist and it said presence.
Yeah.
What's the presence that's
There's
with
something
us?
about this hallway right here.
Isn't it weird?
Man, it's got me freaked out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I ain't
No,
like
standing
I ain't
here-
liking the vibe out here.
Someone was like, gotta take pictures. So I like come out here, gotta take pictures. I'm like, someone's gonna be sitting on that couch, I know. And the whole time I'm taking them, I'm trying to look straight and I keep seeing a face pop out here. But I can feel someone behind me also.
Kayla, I feel like let's go back in their bedroom real quick.
Which one? Their bedroom?
Yeah. Grab a spirit box or something. We'll let
We're gonna
Sean.
go over there for a minute.
We're
Go for it. I'll stay in here.
I'm being drawn to their
Yeah, that's
bedroom.
fine. I was gonna too, so if I don't want to, I was like, I gotta.
Whew, God, I gotta get out of that damn room, man. My chest hurts bad. And my camera won't stay on. You guys, my camera will not stay on. And it's fully charged. Girl, this camera will not stay on. I ain't got time to fool with it.
Should I put this
Yeah,
thing
you-
out here or take it in with us?
Take this in with
Maybe I'll
us.
take it in with us for now.
Yeah.
Then I can bring it
Whew.
I'll bring it up.
Oh, you have a camera in here.
Yeah. I
Okay.
just want to have one facing out.
So-
Facing out this way too, I think.
Okay, guys. So this is their room. This used to be a garage. And I don't like the vibe in here.
This
It's
is where the
yeah.
parents sleep.
It is
you know.
so heavy in this room. Oh my, they got a mirrors facing each other.
Well, they're on both sides.
I I didn't see it
The first
earlier,
thing
but I
noticed
didn't
when
walk
we
all the
walked in, was
I
like,
didn't walk all the way in.
"Oh, okay."
Yeah, I only stood right there. They have mirrors facing each other. That's a damn they say that's creating a
It's like
portal.
your portal. What did I
Oh.
tell you outside, Mandy?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I didn't know that. Yeah, because I didn't walk all the I like stood right here, so I didn't
didn't
see
either.
the
I didn't
mirror
see
over
it.
there.
I saw these two though, and I'm like, that's the right in between that, you know, but
What was that? What?
Oh, I leaned on the bed.
That was you? Okay.
Sorry, my bad.
It's okay.
Gotta do everything by feel doing this, you know.
Yeah. There's just this room. Man. Yeah, this is interesting. Hey everyone. Hey Cindy. Cindy says portal.
Yes. That's what I said. I said that when we were outside. I'm like,
They are camera shy. Cindy says. I'm trying to read everyone's comments, so sorry guys. I'll just be turning this around.
Here, let me pull one over back. I think maybe on this fridge.
Okay. She's got a awesome body cam. So we're yeah.
All right. So let's see.
Oof, man. You just was this the area that was off level of the house or no?
Yeah, he said this whole room because it was a garage. It was on
Yeah,
a
so
slope.
that's what I'm feeling
Yeah.
at. That's why I keep feeling like I'm off balance. That's what
Feel
it
off,
is.
Yeah.
I'm like, something ain't right here. But he
Yeah.
did say that, so that definitely has to be
So
why I'm
that's just
feeling
one
it.
thing you got to keep into account. you know.
Yeah,
And when you're
Yeah.
kind of like off balance like that, that can definitely, that can definitely screw with you. Did it say presence again?
who's in this room with us right now?
Is that door open? It's open. Okay. Yes.
Who is here? You say Frank?
Is it? Can you tell us whose room this is? Who sleeps in this room? Name one of the people that sleep in this bedroom.
For that audio.
What?
Go outside.
His voice.
His voice scares me? Or
Wow. It sounded like his voice sends me or something. Might have been scares me. Dangerous? What's dangerous here? Bedpost?
That's real.
How does it feel? I ran into that. It goes, how does it feel?
that's crazy. So my name is Mandy. I did forget to introduce myself when I came up in here.
Yeah, me too. My name's Kayla. Can we have your name?
I mean, that's
Do you know why we're here? Do you know why we are here?
To free them.
Is that what he said?
Yeah.
Is there trapped souls here?
I believe her.
How many are here with us right now? Can you give us a count? That did not sound like Sean. Who is that?
It's his app. It's
Oh, I'm like, that is not
it
Sean.
sounds like this. It's so weird. I always forget about that.
I know he's in there by himself.
He got me with that like
Spirit. Something's going on in there. You hear him.
Let him go. What's going on with Sean? Are you guys in that small room back there?
Handout. Was there a dark presence seen here in this room? What the fudge? What the hell's that? No.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. We're like, is that him?
I'm literally in the room by myself, and I asked, what is buried right here? I feel like something buried under here, and my app literally said bodies below.
Bodies deep. That's crazy. I heard you. I said, what's going on with him?
Yeah.
Dang it. And I wish we could do an EVP burst. Are you okay?
Oh.
Oh, man. If we could do an EVP burst in there, that'd be awesome. Whew. Yeah, I heard that movement in there and I thought, is that him?
I'm like, what's footsteps? And I'm like, well, he was just in there. How could he already be in the kitchen? He must have been flying.
Yeah, he's
Got a little freaked out.
well, he keeps saying he thinks there's something about something on the property.
Yeah. Well, let's go ahead and ask you guys since we're separated. Is there something buried on the property? Is this one? Is there something buried on this property? Can you answer yes or no, please? It's like yes.
We'll see.
Can you tell us what it is? Is it a person? Is it an animal? Is it an object?
Go to the second. Or use it like.
Is it something you're looking for?
Nick. Is that what you heard? I heard Nick. Who's Nick? How many spirits are in this room?
Around Sounded like light
that
the
room?
control.
Is that REM pod going on? Do you got your REM pod set up too in here?
No, no, no.
Okay. She's gonna go get some more REM pods. We're gonna set them. I've got one in the hallway. Kim, I'm having issues with that with the brainwave. We were testing it out earlier, turned it on. Kayla was going to try it out, and we changed out the batteries just to make sure it ain't the batteries, and it's not working. The indicator light will not come on, so I don't know what's going on. Now it could be this place, so I don't know. I'm going to try it out, turn it back on here in a little bit, and see what happens. I just got it, so that's not good. I think it's the spirits because I've used it twice.
Sounded like yes. Sounded like they were saying yes.
So the spirits was messing with my device? With were you messing with my headset?
Sounded like it said it's a kid.
Okay, whoever's in this room with us, can you go over towards that device right there with the red light? We're going to need some help from the friendly spirits who are here.
Yes, we do.
And we're asking you to help us. We're trying to figure out what's going on here in this house.
Yeah, because I mean that's why we're here. I don't know. I don't think we really told you. I mean we're here.
I couldn't understand her.
You say he is past spirit.
The lawsuit?
Yeah.
He is past spirit. The
You
lawsuit.
guys on Mandy's feed, if you guys hear, see, sense anything, if you're able to hear something here that we don't hear in real time, if you catch it and we miss it, could you please comment it so we can try to get as much information all at one time for the owners tonight, so we can.
Yeah, you guys, if
decide
you have
from
your
it.
headphones on and stuff, and you're hearing things that we're not picking up on, make sure you guys comment. I'll try to turn this around and
Yeah.
read your comments.
For these residentials, we need sometimes some extra eyes and ears.
Kim said she
It
was.
just said residential.
Yes, we are here at a residential.
Residential.
Pam said she was getting bodies too. When,
Yeah.
About the time they were talking about all that.
Okay.
Is there something malevolent here? Can you tell us? Yes? No?
Can you please answer that? Yes or no? Can you tell us what kind of things happen in this room? Do they see you?
Well, that just sounds creepy.
Yeah, that's just a filler sound. So.
Mm-hmm. You can use my energy if you need to communicate more.
Are you sure of that?
I am sure that
No, you
only the good spirits can use my energy.
better.
Yeah, let's just
in case.
we'll get that straightened out. Only the good spirits can use my energy. Okay, I am a medium, and Kayla's a medium, and you can talk to us. You know, if you want us to see you, you can show yourself.
I mean, cross the light.
That is.
Cross the light.
Do you need crossed over? Girl, my third eye is like, I feel pressure in my third eye.
I mean, it's nuts. And I don't know. I meant to ask them too. Is there power lines.
I
above
know
them
what
or
you're talking
something.
about.
Because I'm like, I've been to places where they're like super heavy right there, and it's like you can hear it. I mean, you can feel.
Well, I keep, like I said,
And
that's how I feel jittery. That's how I've been
listening
feeling.
to us, huh?
Investigating.
Investigating. Is that what she said?
Say on the bed.
As or I heard investigating.
Yeah, we heard you. I mean,
Something about the box.
say it again. Like, here's the thing, okay? So we're here to help these owners. We know that they are doing a very good job. They're doing everything right.
Those are ley lines you're talking about.
Like, I didn't even think of that.
Something is.
Well, yeah, I was thinking
Something
that
is
I'm
in
also,
here,
like,
girl.
just saying, I want to know if, like, visibly here, that's not, another thing. I just want to check that too.
Yeah, because that can cause.
Mhm.
Because, and spirits could be coming from next door.
Yeah.
Do we have any spirits from across the street or next door?
So, yeah, there's some or something.
Thought
I
I
mean,
heard
this whole street's so
Actually,
small.
both.
You don't
both.
think
Actually.
It's actually.
there's actually. It sounded like it said there's actually magic something. Was there somebody that
So this
actually, before I get ahead of myself, let me finish reading this thing here. Okay? So that's me. I can't hit this. Too close to me. 6 months something.
I'm new at it.
So the owners here, they want to coexist with you, and I think you're aware of that. Because you are obviously intelligent. You are communicating back and forth with them, you're interacting with them. But alone? Yeah, that's what I'm getting, because they really are fine with sharing their home with you, but you're not cooperating. They're asking for approval, they're telling you what they're doing, and they said you're taking the tools, you're trying to maybe prevent them from doing that. You're making them feel uncomfortable. Why is that? Why don't you want them here?
Who's messing with my hair?
Tell us, why don't you want this family here? I'm going to take a few pictures of you if you want to close your eyes.
Do you want me to turn off my flash?
That's me. It's like bring me to bed, I think. Just curious. That curtain being there.
Mm-hmm.
Is it upsetting to you that they gutted this whole place?
Yeah,
No,
this was a
fixer
garage.
upper. I mean, they gutted it. Condition?
Okay, yes.
Sound like they said hiding and then condition. Are you upset with the condition the house is in?
Do you mind if I put that REM pod in that door,
No,
this
I was
doorway?
thinking to put it there.
I keep feeling like something about that. I keep wanting to look over there.
Sixth sense.
Yeah, I'm getting that sixth sense.
That's right.
Can you go towards this, the red light right there? We just put a device there for you. Because I feel like somebody's watching.
Yeah, I kept seeing stuff peeking in. There's a lot of.
You don't have to be scared of us. We're not here to, disrespect you or anything.
Yeah. We were asked
girl.
to come here.
Mm-mm-mm.
They wanted us to come here to help bridge between your side of things and their side of things. So.
It's like she said, right.
So now's the opportunity for you to do that. So we would really appreciate
Yeah, we're talking.
for you to come forward and help us with that.
It's not, she said something about talking and it's them. That's what I heard.
Us? You mean us? Or they might mean them. I don't know where they went. They went outside.
There's a cold draft coming in here right now.
Is there
It's swarming me. There's a cold draft right here in front of me.
someone over there by Mandy?
Woo! Dang.
Ask who it is. Ask who it is.
Who's over here by me?
Oliver. I got that name.
Oliver?
earlier, too. Yes.
Okay,
And
Oliver.
I'm wondering if that might not be the old man from.
Are you the farmer? Oliver, the older man who was a farmer? Well, he didn't have a lot of hair. The earth.
I was gonna see if I just was gonna ask you this too because I was gonna say,
Did they just say the body?
I don't know,
That's what it sounded like.
but I was gonna say
This
if
guy
that's
don't.
what you were getting. He was like, no, if I'm not gonna be here, nobody's gonna be here. You know what I mean?
I can tell you, this man don't got a lot of hair. I
Do you
don't
see like this fluff little two side things.
like almost like he's bald down the middle
Yeah.
with a very, very little bit of hair I see on the
Like
sides.
white hair. You see him like white, like
He's older.
fluffs.
I don't see the fluff, but I can. He's damn near bald. I don't mean that in a disrespectful way, Oliver.
And I mean, a lot of time too, these people can, also because like that's what I always say, but like what scares living people the most, right?
Yeah.
And, like I'm, all of the wonderful things down here, you're gonna present yourself as any of that stuff too, because that will terrify people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because
Especially these people being sensitive and stuff too, they're definitely picking up on that.
are you? Is there something here? Something trying to scare the people out of this home? I just heard something about Jesus Christ. I see Jesus Christ, it sounds like, and now my chest hurts bad. I've been saying that off and on throughout
Yeah.
since we. Did somebody have a heart attack? And I was getting cancer earlier. Oliver, did you
Depression. They just keep saying depression.
did you have a heart attack?
Afraid so. Did you hear that? Afraid so.
You can is that your way of saying you did? Okay, the farmer may have been, someone says the farmer may have been on the property, maybe a family burial.
Mm-hmm. That's what I thought too.
Could be.
And I was seeing him like burying a dog. So that would make sense.
That's arousing. Someone said when I felt the cold, they said they felt it. And they said
That's arousing.
yeah. And I get a perverted
It's a
sense.
dirty old man kind of thing.
I get a
Yeah.
very, very perverted sense.
Yeah.
And that's why I said, I feel like somebody like brushed through my hair a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And you were feeling it with your hair in the kitchen.
Oh, we all did that.
all
one.
the
other girl-
women.
Oh, my shirt was moving too. And
Man. Wow. They said I had something touch the top of my head now. My chest is hurting. Well, when you're watching our lives, you can also have things start happening around your place, because if you have spirits there, they're hearing us investigate. So keep that in mind. So your activity you could be experiencing things. You don't have to be afraid. So you could just light up that device right there. Wave your hand around it if there's a child here. And we do believe there's a little girl.
I think there are children here, and I think this is from like the farmer time. I think these are like way
Yeah.
back when kids. I don't think this is neighborhood kids, and I don't think it's the one connected here.
And Man, that's crazy. Is the
There's just so many layers to it.
there is. We're just barely peeling the onion
Yeah. And if you think about it too, I mean, this guy had he had a really nice
area here.
So this was his, like, you would be protective of your farm, right?
Yeah.
Depending on what all he had.
And you know, I'm a firm believer on how you are in life is how you are in death. If he was an angry, bitter person, that's probably how he's going to be in spirit.
Yeah.
And he can probably manifest as something dark. And if you notice, everyone's saying, well, besides what she's seen, the last thing she's seen, that didn't sound like it was human.
Well, I will say,
But everyone else seems to be seeing the silhouette.
that's what I was thinking. I noticed she saw the one thing right here,
Mhm.
but everyone else had mentioned it was like it looked like a person, but I didn't see
Yeah.
details. It looked like a man or a silhouette or shadow person kind of thing. Like it wasn't. But I'm like, these are all humanoid
Mm-hmm.
figures. These aren't like
Well, and here's another thing.
disfigured and stuff.
With
You know what I mean?
all this anxiety going on in here, depression, maybe the arguing, and even if it is for a day or two, that stuff, they could be manifesting things and things being thrown, moved, doors opening or, what's that?
Oh, it's a spirit box. I was like, what is that?
We do not something, he said. But that could be a manifestation too of something dark or whatever. It's just
I wanted to ask them too, and I kind of wish everybody was kind of out of the house separately, one by one, because I didn't want them to
these
react
things.
to each other's stories and stuff, the bedroom. But I wanted to see, and then at the end of
I was searching.
When we had one at a time, I really wanted to get their own personal answer. What do you think this is?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I'm not going to ask when everybody's here because then it could influence other people.
That makes sense.
Oh, I think it's this, but I'm not going to say it because they're going to think I'm nuts. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Man, there's. Look, I feel somebody's in this kitchen right here.
Well, it's almost like every single place in this house. And it's not a huge house. I mean, you're really.
Yeah, it's not that big.
I just don't know how these people sleep here, to be honest.
Presidents now? Is that what she said?
I don't know.
That's what is. I'm hearing things, but presidents.
Did it say because it's his house? Almost. I don't know. Maybe your people caught that too.
Repeat that, Spirit?
Preacher.
My heart is bad, and I know. Preacher?
Here's the preacher. Second.
Pam said she heard it say president. Pam.
President, okay.
Presence now, Flora said.
Presence now. When you look at this area where we're at, what do you see? What is here? What are you seeing?
Thank you, sir.
I think it's a bedroom. I'm just curious. Do you see it as a farm? Do you see it as what the house was? Do you see it as?
I say that too when I'm investigating. I asked him, does it look like it did when you were alive, or is that how you're seeing it at the same time from when you were alive, or do you see what it looks like now?
Exactly.
I've asked that a lot on investigations.
Before the development was even here.
Yeah, they could be, exactly seeing it how.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna turn this on. I mean, there's not too much electricity up in here. Just kind of want to.
Yeah, I think you could do a little sweep. Just watch these.
Yeah, right here. I wonder if I heard help with that thing.
Just now?
Yeah. Let me see if I can turn this. I'm going to put it over here on this bed just to see. So I got this device over here. If you go towards it, it'll light up. Can you do that for me? Can you go towards that device? It'll start beeping if anything's going on. Oh,
Did it say afraid of mirrors?
are you afraid of mirrors?
When we're,
Shit.
when we're surrounded by mirrors. Sorry, that's me. This thing is so
I'm so
squeaky, you
startled.
guys, and I keep on.
Yeah,
my leg keeps on-
I'm like jumpy up in this house. I don't like that.
Well, it's definitely the energy's so. It's like it's charged. It's like I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. Nothing's going towards that either. I don't see any numbers. It ain't doing anything. So,
You said you're afraid of mirrors. Why did you say that? Is there a specific reason?
is something coming through the mirrors?
It's like they slept or something.
Do you want to try the kitchen?
Yeah, we can sit at the table. even.
Yeah, let's sit at that table.
Walk through the halls.
What's going to happen in the hallway? Towards the something.
Like towards the wall.
That's,
The wall.
yeah.
But it was the same voice that said, "Go in the hallway" or something just a minute ago.
Yeah. Oh, that's me.
that's you. We're both
I'm like, wait a minute, where's that coming from? I'm like, duh, I got this device in my hand.
Right.
Yeah. So I will. Music. What's going on in there?
They were talking about
Did it
the
get
hallway.
quiet?
Here comes Sean.
I kept on saying, getting bones, got bones, my bones. What are you guys getting in here?
Well, we were getting different things in there. We got Oliver. I kept getting this cold presence in front of me, and it felt like something just barely messed with the ponytail.
Yeah.
But what did he said something
We were
through
just
there?
in there too, and they said it's the same voice came through a brother dude. And it was like go in the hall, and then it said near the something. But when we were in there, some woman came through and said she's afraid of the mirrors.
They got,
And they have two facing
yeah,
each other.
two
and
mirrors
one on
facing
the
each
other
other in
side.
there. I didn't even notice that when we first stepped in there.
But Oliver is the name that came through a few times, and we were kind of asking about like when this was the farm, and we kind of were thinking he might be like very overprotective, and that might be a lot of.
I get a pervertedness with that
dirty
guy.
old man for sure. No offense, please don't. But yeah, I
It
don't-
also said just through the spirit box, scratch them all.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
but
come
we
on
also
now.
Got, what did we get? We got something about buried. We got.
Yeah,
stuff-
it
we
did
got
say,
stuff that
oh, it said the
were-
ground. It said the earth. It said the earth.
Yeah.
And then it said,
The earth.
after it said the earth, it said something about, I don't know if it said body or, I don't know, something like,
Yeah,
Or
it said,
bones or
it
something.
said I can see you all.
Because we were getting like when this was a farm. What was it? We were talking about it being a family plot on the actual farm.
yeah, there could be a family burial out here somewhere. I mean, because this goes way back there with
Yeah.
all the trees.
Yeah.
But I was seeing the image of the Oliver guy, and he doesn't have a lot of hair. And he probably doesn't like me saying that, but he's pretty much bald.
And I mean, like, it's just crazy. When you said farmer, I'm like, my eyes almost popped out of my head when we were in that back room. Because, like, that's what I've been getting the whole time.
Eli.
That's an interesting name.
And Eli.
That's an older name.
Yeah.
That, you know, I mean, I've heard
She had the list
not a
of all the
common-
people that had been here. And
Yeah, Margaret, Mary. There,
Margaret?
yep, there was a Margaret and Mary.
But that'll
Shall I
work.
make noise?
Yes, please.
Whoa, yeah, we would love for you to make a loud noise. I mean, that'd be great.
Make a loud noise. Knock something over.
Okay. Is there an air on or anything in
Yeah,
here?
there's like a
Okay. Is that on?
something's running. Oh, it might be
Like
a
central air or anything
there.
going
Yeah.
on? No, is that on?
Kiss.
Kiss. I feel like
I can hear it.
I hear something's running, but I keep feeling. I know we're by this went. Let me see.
That's probably.
Please get out.
Wow.
Please.
That's what it said before too. I said, "Is there someone's buried under the house?" It goes, "Yes, get out." Right in a row before as well. Why do you want us to get out? Because of what's on this property under the house?
Let me set up that flux over there too, so they can do yes and no with us. Okay.
Okay.
I think we should try EVP in their main bedroom too at some point.
Well, let's wrap up in here. Wait. Oh, I thought it was no. I was like, no. No.
You can shut it off. Maybe an unsolved murder. Someone mentioned.
But I'm like, especially if this guy had that much land, you know,
Yeah. Yeah.
there could have absolutely been and nobody documented or knew about it.
And the neighbor spirits, people, yeah, and down the road. These
This
spirits.
is so weird because it's such a small little community back here by itself.
Well, they said it was just a cornfield, basically.
And
But that guy owned all of this.
now I wouldn't be surprised if there wasn't arrowheads out there in that cornfield.
Oh, yeah.
Water.
In tears.
Walter,
That said in tears and it said
Yeah.
water.
was that you?
Yeah, she made a
You-
bang on the floor.
I was gonna say that's
Light.
the okay. That's the
Okay. Well, we know you're familiar with these devices, so the blue light up there.
15, that's how old the boy was when he took
Why
his
do I-
life in the past backyard.
Yep, he was 15 years old. I don't.
So the blue light up there,
It's a police department.
the blue light on the counter, if you see that, you can light it up green for yes. You can turn it red for no.
Are you the one that was communicating with me just before saying your bones are on this property? Can you use that device in front of us to tell us yes or no?
It's building it up. A little chillier. Right as you're here.
Do you feel anything like cold air coming from this window?
Watching.
Yeah, there is
Watching.
there is a draft coming through there. Okay, just want to. You're cold. Are you? God, girl.
This one's warm though. I'm like,
Your name.
Huh, your name?
Shouldn't be blurry, guys. I see.
Well- I'm Mandy.
yep, Kayla, Sean's over here. Can we have your name? Say no.
Where did I? 11.
It said light.
They keep saying it.
It's on a little girl.
Little girl, what's your name?
Can you use that device in front of us to answer our questions? Are your bones buried on this property? Can you use that device to answer our question?
Suffer.
Suffer.
How did you suffer?
I'm just hearing someone's beat.
Hearing what? Beat.
Beat. Foaming. Did that say foaming?
Did I say that to you earlier? I was like, I'm getting like.
Mm-hmm.
You said you were gonna make a noise. Did I say F you? It's not like it said F you.
Well, didn't they say get out when we were in there, or was
Get
it
here.
get here?
So, mountains.
Good.
Good. You don't need that. Don't need what?
Jennifer, he hung himself out here in the tree, out back here.
Was that boy influenced to do what he did in the backyard?
Maybe they're talking about someone mentioned they could be talking about siblings, like a family member, maybe that's buried on the property.
That's what I was thinking too.
And then we got the
Bored.
family burial.
Family plot. That absolutely could be. I mean, I can definitely see a connection there with that.
BOARD is what it just said.
The thing? We all heard that.
Yeah.
What's the thing? Did something new just come into the kitchen with us?
It's not like you said upset.
Burden.
Burden?
Burden. What is your burden?
I heard something about spirit.
Did you?
Just the spirit? That's what it sounded like. And I did say.
Is the little girl's voice a mocking? Are you trying to mimic
Yeah.
other people's voices? Is that the same thing that does it here?
Music.
Ralph.
Ralph. Wonder if that was one of the names. Golly. There's something about sitting in front of this damn window.
I know. Did you already ask how many spirits are here, Sean?
In the room by myself, I think I did.
Did you get an answer?
I think it's at 5.
Are you able to knock loud?
Aggressive.
If you want us to leave, make a loud noise.
Feathers.
Feathers. Native American.
Could be.
That's
Dude,
what.
remember I told you I found them yesterday? They're in my bag right here. I have a bag of shovels.
Change it up.
That was Sean.
Yeah, that was me.
What's that thing? We can't get that one to go off.
Right.
Maybe. Do you think we should move it?
We could. I mean, we could. We have one in the hallway, right?
Mm-hmm.
I
I'll tell you
feel like
what.
we could put it in the back bedroom, or we could put it in that bedroom with the camera on it. We could put
Yeah,
it
on the bed.
Yeah.
Yep.
That way, whatever happens, you know, we can. It'll watch it. So.
think we should close the door and do EVP in the main bedroom because we've got so much stuff going on there.
In here?
Yeah.
Oh, I must have left a flashlight somewhere.
Huh?
I think I left a flashlight
Flashlight?
somewhere. My red flashlight. Probably left it in here.
I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick.
No, it ain't in here. Okay.
You're in a residential investigation trying to figure out what's going on with
You had it with
family
you.
experience.
I did, didn't I?
activity.
I saw you with it.
I don't know where it went. In my back pocket. Maybe it fell out, maybe. I don't know. It's gone though.
Yeah, it did say edge right at the side on the edge of the building.
Yours stay there.
I have a red one too, and I don't know where it went.
It's weird because I have a blue and a
Yikes,
red.
thank you.
I have a red one of these. That's the one I had on it.
Red.
Okay.
I just heard a noise over here for a second. That's right, they have two mirrors facing
Yeah.
each other here.
I didn't see that until we came in
Weird.
here.
Are you using these mirrors? I think we'd have a better chance of getting EVP in here.
It's quieter.
Yeah, there's a mirror over here, guys. As well, facing each other.
That was your stomach.
Stomach, yeah.
I'm like, wait a minute now. I'm hearing shit.
My neck.
My neck.
Neck. What about your neck?
God.
Did she say God?
God. What about God?
Sean,
What?
is that the attic up there?
Oh,
Or a crawl space or something?
maybe. I know they've heard footsteps up there.
Yeah. I just noticed that.
Can you make footstep noises above us if you're here?
What was that? Can you stomp? Stomp your foot.
Someone just said bedroom. Do you guys hear something up there?
No. I heard a noise over here just before. If you want us to leave, knock something over one of these counters here. I have a blessed St. Michael necklace I'm wearing right now.
Bullet.
Bullet. Were you shot? Do you hear that?
What?
I heard a voice.
I'm
Sound like a female.
I'm hearing stuff out here.
Yeah. But I'm hearing a woman talking here. I just want, hopefully they're not on the other side of that window.
Right. I don't know where they are.
I have no idea where they went.
It's like everything's racing in here for me. Like that pulse,
Yeah.
that vibration.
Yeah. There's so much talking. It's insane.
I keep hearing stuff.
Like.
Like,
Some guy just said like, get him.
If you're here, can you appear in front of me?
Maybe someone did get shot in the neck.
Mhm.
That was the,
Now might be a really good time to do
Yep.
EVP. Because that turned off. Alright, let's do that right now.
God, I feel like my stomach's gonna start growling.
his did.
I did bad things.
I did bad things. What bad things did you do? What bad things did you do? Whose bones are buried on this property? If you did bad things in life, then you can find a path towards forgiveness. But whatever's here been messing with this family and tormenting them cannot stay here. I command you in the name and authority of Jesus Christ of Nazareth, who died on the cross,
Curse.
What was
whatever
curse?
malevolent spirit that may be here, to make a sign of your presence and manifest. Let's listen back. If you guys get headphones, the best way to listen back from EVP.
You didn't say my name, did you?
Nope, but I heard let's get it started.
That's what I heard almost out there. He's like, let's get him.
Whoa, what was that?
Oh,
He's
that's
not
me.
happy.
Sounds like a female. Get me?
You will do nothing. That's what it says.
Okay, I heard the nothing.
That's what I hear.
Definitely.
You will do nothing.
But is it a woman?
I don't know. I can't tell.
Sounds like a woman.
Honey.
Is that you?
It hasn't gone on the whole time. I've been sitting here with this.
Something there.
Yes. But you can't light it all the way up.
I'm hearing all kinds of weird stuff. Like in my head.
It's like on the other side of the door.
Moms, thank you so much.
Was that a female that said we will do nothing?
You hear that noise back there? What was that? Is that you?
No, there's something. It's
There's a
it's
good tap.
raining also. So
She's over there.
Oh.
That must have been a female.
I just heard a noise behind you. Just said she's over there.
no, it's up here. It's like up there.
Well, I'm just saying in that direction.
Yeah.
Who's she?
Yeah, I heard it out there.
It's like right on the other side of that door.
Make a louder noise.
I'm gonna do the AI right here over you. See what happens.
No, there's a cold draft in here,
Yeah, I feel
guys.
it, too.
Do you feel that? Is it? I've been feeling it. What?
Nothing, that's just picking up you.
Can,
One more time.
can you tap on that door?
That's just picking up the.
Can you tap the? Can you tap that blue light that's in there on the kitchen counter?
Let's listen to the rest of the CVP. I think there will be more.
The attic.
Whoa.
Whoa! As soon as you
That's
turn that on,
crazy.
and I
That is
noticed
right
that
there.
it was, yeah.
Are we gonna hear you up in the attic right now? Make a noise up there if you're up there. Never said that until we were in the room that has access to the attic. That's pretty interesting.
I'll tell you, when we first walked in here, that's the first thing I looked at, and it's been on my mind the whole time.
Really, I didn't even notice it.
And I can't
Until
even
I was
remember
standing
what
over
they
there.
said about the attic, but I just remembered
They
that.
hear the walking around up there, and
Which we heard that creak.
the water leak came from, I think, something that was plugged in up there from
Oh,
the
really?
pump.
Oh,
Yeah.
and that's why the living room.
Mm-hmm.
Where's this cold breeze coming from? You feel it?
I was talking about it earlier when I was over there, when we were in here, and it's almost like it's swarming. But when I was sitting at that table, there's that window, so that's why I kept feeling like, but I was feeling it on my feet.
Yeah,
I know
well,
that sounds weird,
no,
but
that's weird because I, was
I
gonna say
felt
I'm
draft.
warm. My face is warm, but
Yeah.
from knee down is like cold over here.
This thing, I really feel like this thing is swarming us in here. And I'm like feeling different things.
I know, there's
But
just
I got my hair pulled in this ponytail, so that might be why I'm feeling my head.
You see me.
Oh. Well, I just had a face show up, and I'm like, that looked kind of weird.
What are you doing, the AI thing?
Yeah.
Where are we gonna see you?
Are you standing next to a man or a woman?
There's someone in the mirror standing to the right. Who's in the mirror? Frosty, thank you. Can you come reaching out of the attic? Show that you're coming from the ceiling.
Hmm.
Weird. All right, let's listen to the rest of this EVP. Okay. Something else. I hate you. I hate you.
Picture.
Peter.
picture.
Oh, I thought it said Peter.
Here, I hate you.
Charlie? Is this okay?
I don't know, but I hear 3 taps in a row right out of nowhere.
On there?
What bad things did you do?
What was that?
Yeah,
I don't
that's
remember hearing
weird.
that noise.
Is that your stomach? Your stomach did go like at one point.
What's that?
Whose bones are buried on this property?
Yes, I did.
Yes, I did.
If you did bad things in life,
I'm really here.
I'm really here.
whatever's here been messing with this family and tormenting them cannot stay here. Here.
Ooh.
I hear something. God.
I literally swear that says something hillbilly. Right there. Hillbilly.
Yeah.
Like hillbilly help something.
I don't know. It sounds like a guy doesn't sound like he's happy.
That's what that voice in there that said that it was like a real, like, almost sounds like that voice.
I command you in the name and authority of Jesus Christ of Nazareth who died on the cross.
Oh, did you hear that?
Christ of Nazareth who died on the cross.
That breath noise?
Christ of Nazareth who died on the cross.
Yeah. Wait. Oh, that was this.
Evelyn.
Holy Spirit, I may be here
Evelyn.
to make a sign of your presence.
It growled at me right when I said that.
Manifest.
Whoa.
Back behind you.
It says never.
It's creepy.
What?
That is, it sounds like something's all up on that, like,
Mm-hmm.
there's that cold draft again. The fudge. Oh my God. Let's see.
It's creepy.
Well, this is taped up really good, so if this is a window, I don't.
I am the never. Ew, that's creepy. I am the never.
Ew.
Ill.
I am the never. The hell?
I hear neighborhood.
What?
There's a shapeshifter.
Oh my gosh.
There's a shapeshifter.
That is creepy.
That's creepy. Yep.
Yeah.
That's what we're dealing with. It's the mimic. Yep. I think that's mimicking the voices.
That is, I mean, this thing's pretty intelligent. The spirits, I feel like they're trying to tell us what's, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What this, we did ask, them to help us.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
There's still a few seconds here. Look. I thought I just saw a shadow right in front of us, and it went left to right really quickly in front of the TV. No.
well, I keep feeling a cold breeze.
Picture.
Something's there talking. It's hard to hear it though.
What? Dude, that's so weird because this just said picture and someone says picture right at the end of this. You have two different applications saying the same thing. This is coming from raw audio and then application, but someone goes picture right at the end of this. Listen. Hold on.
Oh, I heard
Right
it.
Picture. It says picture so clear.
Are you going to appear in the picture?
It literally, dude, you're talking about two different applications that said the same freaking thing.
Don't tell.
Don't tell.
Huh. And she's been snapping pictures in here when we were in here earlier and, throughout the house too.
Someone's
So
literally sniffing your back of your head.
me?
Yeah.
Well, oh my God. Well, I'm telling you, there's a cold draft. And I don't know what this was. Like I said, I don't know if it was like a window and they got it taped up really good here. I don't know, but there's a draft in here.
Yeah.
It's either a draft or it's spirit.
Let's try the APF. By Gary Galka, APF.
Hey,
You
everyone.
can actually,
I'm going to end this
rewind the
and I'm
SB7.
going to go live over on TikTok. So you can go over to TikTok and finish watching the rest of this investigation. Okay, guys? Thank you guys for being here. And I'll see you guys over on TikTok. Ghosting out.